I don't know, bro. At this point, I feel like I might lose interest. Like the longer this shit drags on, the less interest I'm gonna have,
What the
bro.
heck?
Like that
PG
hype
in the
is gonna
night?
die out for me.
And he killed me with RPG, yeah.
Clips, what you doing, Clips? Mute up. But I hear you,
Yeah.
man.
Oh no, no, no! I want to get that audio.
They're testing everybody's patience, but you're gonna have to wait till Labor Day, man. That's what I believe, man. Is everything's pointing that way? Then Robert Serrano is dropping a little hit about the 20th shit, and then has a link to a YouTube link to Earth, Wind, and Fire September song. So I don't know what he's trying to allude to with that, but
I don't know, man. At this point, just put everything out.
So, the fall is when they'll come out.
Hey, that's one dude, and he just put a link to a song called September by Earth, Wind, and Fire. And then he's saying the rumored news Sony show is the 20th, and I heard the Xbox show is the 27th. I don't know what the September thing. The only correlation is what he's talking about the month, but he could be right, he could be wrong. It's all conjecture. It's all conjecture. Nothing will stand in court.
You know, I never got around to playing GTA 5 in the first place, so.
I read that, and that article Noah talking about, a dude said the PS5 is going to be way more expensive than the Series X. I'm like, okay, yeah,
way more expensive. That implies.
That, yeah.
That implies hundreds of dollars.
And not even that, like they kind of already hinted the PS5 is probably going to be most likely around 500. Target the disc one. So, and both of them is going to be around that price. Microsoft is not, and this is everybody keeps saying this shit. Microsoft is going to take a pay cut and lean on Game Pass to make that money. Why the fuck would you take a pay cut? Like this, see, sometimes I'll be wondering when it comes to business, people's logic. Oh, well, Microsoft can afford to take a pay cut because they're $1 trillion company. Since when them being a $1 trillion company means they can take a loss? Like, it's like right now they don't even want to get rid of Xbox Live. They're $1 trillion company, but yet they don't want to get rid of Xbox Live. So what makes you think they're $1 trillion company? They're gonna want to, like, some people just be crazy. Like,
hey, so Manhattan.
Yeah.
Will you be willing to do a watch along of the Snyder Cut?
Oh yeah.
You be the fourth person? Yeah. Okay.
What day?
I don't know when it comes out. It's gonna be a while, but
Damn, but you ask me.
Well, we're keeping it small. I mean, everybody can participate, but we're talking about in the actual talking part. Like everybody can watch along. Just we're trying to limit it to.
Hey, I'm not trying to join in, but educate me. What's the Snyder Cut?
It's supposed to be, on paper, the original version of Justice League before the studio fucking meddled with it. Basically, the director coming back and finishing the film that he didn't finish, which is Zack Snyder. You know, Justice League came out. They basically got rid of him, and they finished the movie without him, and for some reason put a bunch of money into it and made it look even worse than it would have been. Like for some fucking weird, I don't know what the fuck what they were thinking, but that like.
What other movies does Zack Snyder direct?
Oh, he goes back to 300, Dawn of the Dead remake, The Watchmen, Batman v Superman, of course, and Man of Steel. Yeah.
He directed Batman vs Superman.
Yeah.
Some good movies.
I hate that movie.
A lot of people hate it.
300 was great. 300.
I like it. I like a lot of his movies, though. I like 300. The Watchmen is the best adaptation you could probably do, especially at the time. So I give him a lot of credit for that, even though it's not the book. And I like the ending actually better than the book. I like the way he did it, but And 300 was great. You know, good adaptation of a fucking graphic novel. I mean, it's like almost page for page. It's like that fucking book, you know, on a screen. You know, it's cool.
Hey, well look though, my what I hate about Batman with Superman, it's so much the writing, it's the casting. The casting was horrible.
Well, I see what you mean, Jesse Eisenberg. Yeah,
Mhm.
I liked the Ben Affleck casting from the very beginning. Although the only problem with it is he's a big name. That's why it got backlash. Like, you know, because
I,
he's a
I
big
didn't like
fucking
him.
name.
I
You know.
think he was a horrible Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it could have been done better, but I think the casting is fine. I mean, I defended it when they first cast that. You know,
Mm.
because it's like
Ben
he's
Affleck
fucking
was
Ben Affleck. He looks just like fucking Bruce Wayne. So why not?
to me he was fine.
Yeah. But
No,
there's so much attachment to him because of the celebrity.
so
And
no. Who's your best Batman? Christian Bale or something?
Mm-hmm. Hands down.
I always loved Christian Bale. I mean, he made some weird choices at playing it, but you can't deny that I've been a fan of him since Empire of the Sun. You know, he was a kid. Fucking Steven Spielberg movie. You know, he was like 12 years old or some shit. And of course, American Psycho. You know.
Yeah, Christian Bale the best Bruce
But
Wayne.
my favorite is still Michael Keaton. But that's
Um,
just
nah.
that's based a lot on nostalgia, like the age I was when it came out, and I just love Michael Keaton in general. I mean, I always did. Like,
I'm gonna rank the best Batman in order. Christian Bale, number one. Adam West, number two.
oh man, Adam West over Michael Keaton. Oh man, Adam West was a good
That's the OG
Batman. At
Batman.
least that version of Batman, Adam West
That,
was killer. You ever seen
that,
the
that, Adam West used to break it down on screen. Look at Robert.
Yeah. Did you ever
We
see
got
the
a
screen tests?
plutonium mixed with carbohydrate right here.
Yeah.
Only one person in this city has access to that. He had to do it around 3 o'clock. If we wait till 5, we can get this bastard like in broad daylight. Because
Yeah,
I'm back.
yeah. You ever
Oh
seen
God.
the screen tests for 66 Batman?
Huh?
They had Adam West and Burt Ward doing one screen test, and then these other two guys doing a screen test, who like a lot of people wanted, but like it was so obvious. Like you watched Adam West and Burt Ward, just the way they were playing the characters, it was like, you know, the other guys were like, oh man, that show would have been trash.
Yeah.
Like I should find that shit. It's pretty
Yeah.
funny though. It's kind of like seeing the screen tests of like the other Han Solos or
Yeah.
you know, what's his name
I
trying to
remember
play what's his name, not Kirk Douglas,
Adam West on Family Guy was funny too.
oh yeah, American Dad. No, but I love Michael Keaton. It's just like he made it
No,
great.
keep going with your list. You stopped at Adam West.
Oh.
Oh, Kevin Conroy for fucking
Who?
I know we're talking about on screen, but fuck it, Kevin Conroy added so much to Batman, like, and still does. He's the definitive Batman, honestly. Like, as far as when I read a comic, I'm hearing fucking Kevin Conroy. Honestly.
Who's that? The animated series?
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah. He might be number one, honestly.
Yeah. He's done the most good work as the character. I mean, everything from the Arkham series to fucking just episodes, like, yeah.
When I think of Joker, I think of Mark Hamill Joker. And the
Oh,
closest
exactly.
Joker we got
Yeah.
was Heath Ledger on screen. And Heath Ledger played the best Joker.
That's the most recent guy, right? No, the recent guy is Joaquin Noah, right? Whatever his name is.
Joaquin Phoenix,
Leo?
yeah.
Phoenix, yeah.
Oh, him.
Like the
He
whistle
played a
of
different version of the Joker. I like his
when
one.
it's 2-2.
That Jared Leto, I don't like that version.
Yeah,
Suicide Squad.
look at that screen test. Halfway through, you'll see the other guys that they were. Oh, it was Lyle Wagner as Batman. Yeah, he was a good actor, but he was playing it a little too straight. Like Adam West brought that he's playing it straight, but it comes
Yeah.
off very funny, like humorous, because he's so melodramatic. It's almost like a Shatner kind of thing,
Yeah.
you know, because Shatner is completely sincere in his melodramaticness. Like he tries to act like it's like he knows that he's in on the joke now,
Look,
but like
between the lines.
Yeah.
When is the time of a
William
clock
Shatner.
like
Well,
we're just talking about William
whistle of a
Shatner.
train?
But Adam West, yeah.
Christian Bale,
When it's
Christian Bale, Adam West, Michael Keaton,
two, two, two.
Right you are.
Ben
Boy,
Affleck.
caboose.
Adam,
What's the guy
There's
from
another
Batman?
one.
Batman Forever.
What has neither flesh, bone,
Val
nor
Kilmer.
nail? It has four
Him.
fingers and a
He
thumb.
would have made a great fucking Batman too in a different movie.
who
I don't know.
you
that
guys
movie.
think? Who you guys think made the best? Who you guys think was the
George
best
Clooney.
Batman
It
though?
must be an address.
I get it.
To
Christian
me,
Bale.
it's Michael Keaton and Kevin Conroy.
Yeah.
You've
I would
done
say
it.
that
Him.
Michael Keaton.
Christian
You said
Bale.
George Clooney?
Glover Avenue.
George Clooney Batman was trash.
That's a
Fucking
different
nipple and all of that shit.
You're not
like,
putting fucking Val Kilmer and George Clooney over Michael Keaton, are you? No.
No,
I
George
think Christian- I
Clooney.
think Christian
What is your
Bale.
thing with Michael Keaton? You hate Michael Keaton, don't you?
I'll rip up the Batmobile.
Now,
You
wait a
think
minute.
he's a
Michael Keaton at
moron.
number 3. I put Michael Keaton at number 3.
Oh,
Bro,
okay.
George Clooney did Batman and Robin. That shit was
this could
suck.
be a plot to set
Trash.
up.
Fucking
Well, I can take care of
like,
myself.
Hey,
especially
do you
Arnold
think
Schwarzenegger
Bill
made
Murray
that
could have pulled off
Inside,
Batman
no watching the
in
Batmobile.
1989?
Bill
No.
Murray? Oh,
Yeah.
No, hell no.
No, because that was a thought. Like the producer John
Yeah,
Peters
but
wanted Bill Murray.
It's like saying you think Nicolas Cage would have pulled off Superman.
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
Bill Murray is a great actor, and you know, I always thought he was a good actor,
true.
but Batman
He's
is
too-
very odd.
He's too damn funny. He's too damn funny.
Yeah. But they thought the same thing about. They said the same thing about Michael Keaton.
Yeah,
But Michael
you know,
Keaton does
but-
have the eyes and the.
right.
He
but,
did do Clean and Sober, which
but
my
nobody
dad
would
was a
take Bill
fan
Murray.
of. That's why.
Nobody would take Bill Murray serious though.
Like I remember,
Batman.
my dad was the one who told me that Michael Keaton was playing Batman, and he
Right.
was really excited about it. He was like, "Oh man, that's gonna be great," because we were fans of like Michael Keaton. He we'd watch all his comedies, but we've
So you're
seen
biased.
his dramatic shit too. Like that movie Clean and Sober, which is about
Your opinion is biased.
alcoholism.
You have a biased opinion. Then.
I told you that a lot of it is based on the nostalgia for when Batman '89 came out. That movie was like Star Wars for me. Like
To me-
I was born in '79, so I
Christian
missed Star
Bale-
Wars. Like first Star Wars I saw, I think, was Return of the Jedi. I saw
Wow.
Empire in the theater, but I have no memory of it. Just like my earliest memories of seeing E.T. I remember going into the theater, and that's it. Like you know, when you're 4 or younger, you just
I don't
remember
care, man.
flashes.
I remember watching ET when I was young. ET
But
was
Batman '89 came out. I was already collecting comics. You know, I was like 10 years old.
like, ET was such a great movie.
I mean, I fucking walked miles to fucking get comics. Like I was like hardcore already, kind of. So that movie was huge. Like I saw it like that summer in the drive-in alone. I saw it like 6 times, you know. And then I saw when I went back to Vegas and I saw it in the theater, like I just as many times as I could, you know.
ET was a great movie.
Outside the animated series, Christian Bale is the best Bruce Wayne.
I still think Batman Begins is the best Batman movie. As far as capturing what Batman is all about, his whole lore over 80 years, Batman Begins nails it. You know, story wise, everything. Yeah.
I give you that, but the best movie though is the one with the Joker.
Yeah. My
Heath
favorite.
Ledger.
Yeah, my favorite is Batman '89. But I think the best Batman movie that captures him, 2 of them, Batman Begins and Mask of the Phantasm. Those 2 movies are, you know, like almost definitive Batman. You know.
You know what I like about Batman? He won't kill you, but he'll break your arm for information. That'll heal quick, boy.
Well, it's because his parents, the guy didn't come up on him and break their legs. and leave them, they fucking shot him with the fucking gun, murdered them.
Yeah.
That's what fucking traumatized him, not fucking regular violence, you know.
Yeah.
The gun
And
violence.
Batman doesn't have a fear of anything, bro. Nothing.
Well, I mean, in some adaptations, the fear of bats, and he harnesses that, but that's only used occasionally.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he overcame that fear,
Yeah.
and used fear, and used the fear as his weapon. But yeah, man, like that's why Batman's like my favorite hero.
Oh yeah, he's bar none my favorite. I mean, when I was really little, it was Superman, of course, but that's because when you're little, that power fantasy shit.
Yeah, another cape, and then, yeah. But as I got older, I started
Every kid
appreciate
put a
Batman.
cape, or I had a towel with a fucking safety pin. That was my thing.
I don't know about y'all. I was born in '74, so I grew up when there was a lot of Hulk shit on the TV, man.
Oh yeah. So did I.
So I gravitated to Hulk.
But Hulk scared me as a kid because I'm a little
Yeah,
younger,
but
so
I would say Hulk.
I was
Hulk looked like
scared.
he didn't look like a hero to me. He looked like a monster. So I never.
Man, that's what he was.
I remember having a couple nightmares as a kid.
Hulk
with Hulk.
was literally like a giant troll before. That's what he was supposed to be before they changed him. Hulk was always supposed to be like a giant green troll.
You know why? I think it because
he was never a hero. He was literally supposed to be.
I was at the age.
But you know who the Hulk was? What they ripped the idea of the Hulk came from? What's that dude from Street Fighter?
Blanca.
Yeah, right. Hulk was basically like a version of that, like Blanca.
I love
But
playing Hulk movie.
Hulk got retconned too, bro. Hulk was not supposed to be that goddamn powerful in the beginning, but now, bro, the Hulk is indestructible.
I mean,
it depends.
Yeah.
Nah, originally
all that Hulk now, but anyway, like that shit used to scare me as a kid because like I was at the age where you saw that shit in the show, it looked real, like with the fucking stretching through the clothes and shit, because you don't see the edits in the fucking show, and you don't see how the effects work and shit. And I remember having a nightmare where like somebody turned into the Hulk. And that shit was like real to me. Like, can that really happen? I think that crossed my mind. That somebody could actually turn into a fucking monster.
I mean, yeah, steroids.
That's why that movie American Werewolf in London was like one of the scariest things I ever saw as a kid. Because that scene where dude transforms into the werewolf, like it looks fucking real.
I mean,
especially when you're fucking 5 years old, 4 years old, or whatever I was. No, I guess that movie came at 82, so I would have been like
steroids exist.
3 or 4.
Hey, man, would you consider the Hulk an anti-hero to a sense?
Hulk was never a hero. He's not a hero nor a villain. He's basically like
chaotic neutral.
I mean, he's not. He's basically right. He's just like the Hulk. Like
what's that kid that used to hang out with the Hulk?
The thing about Hulk is that majority of the time Hulk doesn't do anything. Like he wants to be left alone. Like I think people think the whole entire mantra of Hulk is I mean when a person gets angry he transforms, but 9 out of 10 like he wants peace. Like he want to be away from everybody. Like that's always been
that's
about
what I'm saying. Because I mean the Hulk can, he has destroyed, buildings and some of the soldiers. So, but he does fight, I mean
the Hulk originally was never this strong. Anyway, the original Hulk was never that strong. The max he could have done was probably lift up like a giant truck. Like the Hulk was never ridiculously that strong. Honestly, he was not. Even though y'all remember that old Incredible Hulk TV series, Buck? It was like that
that's
body
what I was talking about.
That fitness trainer that used to play as the Hulk, like he was a bodybuilder.
Oh no, yeah, Lou Ferrigno.
Yeah.
Folding under pressure, like Lou Ferrigno on coke.
Yeah, man. I used to actually watch that when I was young. I
Yeah,
liked that
yeah,
show.
me too. Well, mostly
Like,
I think it was reruns, but
like I used to
that shit
actually
used to
watch
scare
that.
me as a kid.
Really?
Yeah,
I remember I got into
because
that, and
them
then
scenes they look fucking real to me. As you know, when you're 30
oh yeah,
fucking
yeah,
years old.
because
You
it
know?
was an actual person. There was no
Yeah,
CGI, none of that
yeah.
stuff.
I mean, it was like a lot of camera tricks and like editing, but when you're a kid,
Right.
that shit looks, you buy it, you buy into the whole, because it was scary. Like his eye, it would zoom in on the eye, right? And
Yeah.
the fucking music, and the guy, and then the stretching through the pants, and all of a sudden he's a monster. Even if he was saving somebody, that shit freaks you out as a kid. It's like,
Yeah.
I was the right age. I mean,
I
I'm
remember
like,
that when I watched the Superman movie with what's his name? I think it was
Christopher Reeve.
Michael Keaton. Huh?
Christopher Reeve.
Well, Christopher Reeve. Sorry, I remember that with Christopher Reeves,
Reeve.
Superman.
Reeve, no
Man,
S.
I
It
used to
was
like that,
George
but
Reeves was
I
the other
hated I
Superman.
hated that one part where he like flew around the world in reverse time. Like
Yeah,
to me,
oh yeah.
at first it didn't bother me until I got older. I remember rewatching it and I was like, this is fucking stupid.
Technically, he didn't reverse time. He went back in time.
But
I know,
sure?
but on screen,
'Cause the
that was all
planet
supposed to be
spinning
just a
backward, though.
yeah, that was all
And
supposed to be
everything's
just a
gonna move
visual
backward.
of
Oh, okay.
Richard Donner explained it, and he tried to fix it up a little bit in the Donner cut, which I
Oh,
never
okay,
really.
'cause that was
I don't
like-
really actually like the Donner cut overall. I mean, it's cool to see, but like,
Yeah,
yeah,
because
that
I
the
was
world going
thrown- I was
backwards, that was
thrown
supposed to be
off.
just a representation of to
Oh, okay.
tell you he's actually just going back in time.
Oh,
He's like
okay.
going back.
Because
like,
I
and
was
then-
just
yeah.
confused. Like, I'm like, that's not how time travel would work necessarily.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Like,
It was a weird.
I was just like, what?
I don't know
that
who
makes-
wrote that part of the draft, but it was weird.
That threw me off. It
oh!
threw a lot of people off. Like,
Okay, actually, yeah, the guy said that in the interview for the thing, because there was other drafts. Mario Puzo wrote the original, the overall story. Who wrote The Godfather and shit.
right.
And then the one guy, I forget. Oh man, he's a great writer, but he wrote that shit. Or maybe I might think of this Batman shit. But basically saying, yeah, it wasn't on me. Somebody else did that. But yeah, I might be thinking of the guy who wrote Batman
Yeah, 'cause
'89.
I was thrown off. Like, holy hell, that did not make sense to me. For the longest, I was like, did this motherfucker just spin the planet backward and
Mm-hmm.
just like reverse
Oh,
time?
you know what's worse though? Like once they Canon films made Superman 4.
But you know what's
he moved
weird,
the fucking moon in that fucking one.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He like moved the moon. I mean,
You know
Superman could probably do that in real, like the real
Oh
Superman
yeah.
in the comics.
Superman could do that.
But he wasn't that powerful in the movies. Like, how is he even doing that? Well, I guess he is. He went back in time. So.
You know what's weird? Seeing Christopher Reeve in I think he's with that. He's in that show, CW show. What's it called? Legion?
But Christopher Reeve died. What are you talking about?
Oh, no, not Christopher Reeve.
Brandon Routh.
Huh?
Brandon Routh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he plays the Atom, right?
No. Yeah, he plays the Atom. Like, it's weird because every time I see him, I think about the what was it? I think it was the Superman Return.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just keep thinking about that. Like,
That shit was
like
trash.
yeah, it was. Like, I forgot.
thought it could have been good too.
What timeline did Superman Return took place in?
It's supposed to be in Superman 1 and 2. Because remember they had sex in Superman
Yeah.
2.
Right.
So it ignores everything else. It's supposed to be just a sequel to 1 and 2.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, yeah. Oh, right. I forgot. Because I think in part 2, basically like was gone for some time or whatever. Like, which again did not make a lot of sense. But what's funny is that if you watch I don't know if you watch Crisis on Infinite Earth, like if you ever watched
I never
those
watched those.
episodes. It was actually damn good. I think they had pre-Christ. They had the pre-Christ Superman. He played as pre-Christ Superman actually from a different universe. He had the gray hair, the black and gray hair
Oh yeah,
Superman.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
the pictures. Yeah.
the outfit looks really nice. So like, and they had. I think no, was he the Kingdom Come? I think he was the Kingdom Come Superman. I don't think it was pre-Christ. I think it was. And they also had the Kingdom Come Superman. And they had the yo, you should have watched that bug. It's really good. They go to different universes. They go to Universe X, which is like Universe X was taken over by the Nazi.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's the
I meant to
universe where
check it all. Check out because I don't watch those shows, but I meant to check
yeah,
out
yeah.
the
You don't need to.
crossovers.
You don't really need. Well, you kind of would need to watch some of the Flash and the Supergirl to see where
I
it was
watched
heading.
one of them that was like
but
Flash and Supergirl came together for something, but I never finished it. Like I don't know, I
yeah,
got
that's
bored.
that's the beginning of everything. Like, but they usually go back and
There's
talk
too much
about
shit to
it.
watch.
Like,
If I yeah,
yeah,
I gotta
they'll
go
go
watch
back.
all my
Like,
shows that I gotta get caught up on. If anything,
Flash is good. The first 3 seasons of Flash is really good.
I need
Like,
to fucking go finish goddamn Stranger Things.
I never watched that show.
I only watched
Is
the
it
first
good?
season. I'm fucking
There's so
behind
much
on
shows.
everything.
I'm watching right now. I'm watching Lucifer, and I haven't even started on the other the Umbrella Academy yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. Yeah.
I mean, Lucifer is pretty good though.
I never finished the season 1 of Umbrella Academy. I was
Mm.
probably in a bad mood or something. Just didn't like it.
Yeah, pardon me if I'm quiet. It's medicine time right now.
That GIF. That means I'm playing Red Dead. Motherfuckers are gonna think I'm not. That's me or something. I'm just gonna run with it. Fuck it, I'm Chinese. Why not? Everybody fucking calls me Chinese anyway.
You alright, Bug. Fuck that. I ride
That's
with
funny.
you, Bug. I ride
That's
with
funny.
you, Bug.
Hey yo, what happened to Eclipse?
He's around.
He's playing the games with some white boys. That's why he's like talking like that.
I hear.
Oh, he's playing some RPG or something. Man, my first instinct in this game is to go to that goddamn lake and fucking catch a fish. I'm like, fuck. I gotta go do some missions. I can't help it. What's up, Cyclops? I forgot to say what's up anyway. NY Cyclops. He's in the stream. Oh,
What's up? What's up?
you watching Swamp Thing? Bro. Yes, I'm telling you. All these motherfuckers in this Discord
No.
always
don't
talking
say it,
about
Bug.
fucking
Don't say it.
DC.
Don't
Well, look, I'm
it.
not okay. Maybe not you. I know that you would give it to. I know you know those comics, but a lot of these
Swamp Thing's
motherfuckers
with
they be
the-
talking
he
all
watching
this.
a-
They be
he
talking
watching a
all this
classic?
hot shit about fucking DC and how they like dark fucking DC, and they ain't watch Swamp Thing. Man.
What? What? Have you watched
Man,
Lobo? Have you
I'm
watched
talking. You know what
Lobo?
I'm talking about. I ain't naming
Oh,
names,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I ain't really talking about you.
He's
I told
probably
Vaughn.
His name rhymes with Ron.
I told Vaughn, yo, you should watch Lobo, man. If you talking about dark, and you would never watch the old school Lobo, man, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah,
Wait,
it's
what?
weird.
Watch
like,
Lobo? What?
You remember? You know
There's
the
a
character?
show? I know the character. The main
yeah,
man,
there was
Lobo. Yeah.
there was a long time ago. They had like I think it was a thing on Lobo. Was it a movie?
Like,
I don't think so, but
it's very old. Yeah, they
before
had like a
before The Rock went all family friendly, he would have been a good Lobo. But
Yeah.
fucking what's his name? Aquaman. What's the guy's name? Plays Aquaman.
Jason Momoa.
Yeah, Jason Momoa. That's who he should be playing.
Yes.
Fucking
yes,
Lobo, bro.
Oh yeah, he had definitely. Hold on,
But
Buck.
I
There
think they're
was a
scared right
Lobo,
now
there
doing
was-
shit like that because Lobo
Yeah,
was a womanizer, and you know.
No, hold on. DC.
I don't think there was Lobo, but he appeared in Krypton or something. One of those shows. I know that.
He did appear on Krypton.
Yeah, I never saw it, but
Buck, you're wrong. He had shows, man.
Lobo had a show back then. I remember.
maybe it was. Maybe you're thinking of a pilot.
He had a lot of episodes. He was on Krypton, Young Justice, Justice League Action, and Justice League.
Oh, so mostly just animated.
No, I could have. I know when there was a Lobo show when I was much younger.
I mean, I remember him being on Superman the Animated Series once or twice or something, but
Yeah, I remember that.
Well, Google ain't got him having his own show, but
I
they got him
mean-
showing up.
Andrew Dice Clay
Oh,
could have
okay.
been Lobo back in the 80s.
That's,
That would have been funny.
You know, it's weird that they put Lobo on Crypt like that. Shit
Hey,
took them. it
Have you ever
took
seen
them-
The Adventures of Ford Fairlane? That's a
No.
funny fucking movie, actually. They were trying to make Andrew Dice Clay like an action star. It's the guy that did like the Lethal Weapons, produced Joel Silver. I forget who
remember that.
directed it. He went on to direct it. Oh, it was Rennie Harlan, who did like ended up marrying Gina Davis.
I know what you're talking about, but
Yeah,
I
he
couldn't
ended up
watch
doing.
every time I look at Dice, they're like, "Hey, married with Phil and Jill, what up the hell to get a
Yeah,
get back with 250?"
his regular stand up is he's actually still funny, but you know when he got really popular, everybody wanted to hear them damn Mercy rhymes, which was like a tiny part of his act. He would do it like at the end of his shows, but then when he blew up, everybody just wanted to hear that shit, and it just got not funny anymore. Like, he's a funny dude though. But yeah, at one point, before all that crazy shit went down, where they were trying to ban him and shit, for shit he was saying, he had a deal at I don't know which studio, Fox or somebody, and that was going to be the first of like many movies, and it would have been a hit, but they pulled all the marketing, and so it kind of became a cult movie. But if you go back to it, watch that movie, Adventures of Ford Fairlane. It's a funny movie. It's like Andrew Dice Clay in like a Lethal Weapon movie, but it's way more humorous, and it's not serious at all. Like, you know, he really is goofy and laughing at himself. Like, it's a fucking character. People took that shit too serious. Like yes, he was supposed to be kind of homophobic and you know, a womanizer. That was the character, but people took it too far. He might have taken it too far too, honestly, you know, by kind of becoming that character, but it is what it is.
Hey, but
Still a
that was
funny
the
movie.
Dice. That was the Dice. He had a little show. I can't remember what it was on Netflix. When he was trying to reboot. He was living out in Vegas. I watched a couple episodes.
Oh yeah. No, I watched it. That was a funny show. Yeah, Old Dice is pretty funny because he's like, you know, balding and fucking, you know, like there was an episode where he's hanging out with his old buddy. What's his name? Mickey Rourke, because they used to be buds back in the day, and like Mickey Rourke, like wants to kill himself.
Right.
By like burning down the hotel room or some shit. I think that's how the show ended or a season ended. I forget, but that shit was funny. Mickey Rourke, man, that dude. I don't know what the fuck happened to him. How, you know, he must have like just like drank nothing but Jack Daniels and did cocaine nonstop. Cause man, he looks like he's 80 fucking years old.
as slippery as an eel in an oil slick, but still a man.
Because I think
A lot of them lived a hard life. They didn't
Yeah.
know it. It was a hard life.
He's probably gonna be one of those dudes around like Keith
I
Richards.
would have even thought.
Fucking
Of course
actually
around
90 years
goddamn
old on heroin and shit.
You know I have.
And
He
what's
said
the
Keith
problem with
Richards.
stagecoaches?
Now that guy,
Armed
we,
man,
Yeah.
Aaron,
put a
we
bullet
lost so
in your
many
head.
people
Quite.
in music,
The odds.
but
I
that
know.
guy's still alive.
I know. I was watching some something with him recently, and somebody made the comment that was hilarious. He said, "For every cigarette you smoke, you give a day back to Keith Richards."
Probable stagecoaches a hot-blooded degenerate could require.
Well, I
So,
could require a whole lot.
If you smoke a cigarette, you're gonna lose a day off your life, but you're gonna give a day of life to Keith Richards.
Yeah, he's got an evil deal with the devil, huh?
Yeah, it's not fair. That motherfucker's like, he still chain smokes. He still drinks like, fucking Jack Daniels. I mean, it's fucking crazy. And Lord knows what else. I mean, shit. I don't know if he still does heroin and shit, but I wouldn't be surprised.
He's probably got methadone or something like. Or
Maybe it's the models. Always being with a young model wife. Maybe that's what it is.
aged
Keeps
them
him.
right.
Yeah.
I could ask the same of you.
He's always got like a 30, 40-year-old model,
Expenses to meet.
Expenses? What expenses?
That proves you money walks bullshit.
Yeah.
Backseat, man.
Yeah, because like even like what's his name? Mick Jagger. Like he's still having kids with his model fucking wife.
Excellent returns for the
You know.
investor of a certain financial standing.
He probably got that written. They probably got that written into the will. If you
Yeah.
want, you want the money, I gotta have more kids.
Just like Larry King. Larry King's got like teenage kids, like right now.
I've done my part.
That dude's literally like 80 years old.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
You know,
I mean, shit. If you got the money, you could. That's as long as you can take care of your kids. Have kids up until you're 100. Fuck it.
I got you.
It's just weird that you're gonna be dead when they're.
You won't see their high school graduation.
Exactly. Yeah, that's crazy. But
rainbow. Here we are. We can hitch up outside. I'll make the introductions, Arthur.
They got no working hard. Hopefully, knock on wood. The rest of my day be nice and quiet. I got a long way to go.
This way. Come on. Wait. Yep. There it is. Here. Come on.
Buck, what mission you on over there?
I don't know. I'm gonna find out.
Yep, yep.
Trying to hitch my horse. Come on, horse.
Help talking about that boy you got killed in the road.
Why looks like hitching a horse is pretty difficult.
I know. I'm trying to just do all the other stuff too, and it's like giving me shit. I'm just in a weird position, I guess. If you're not in the right spot, everything goes weird.
Come on. Hang back a bit and let me do the talking. We don't want to scare him off.
Okay. Bill Hicks should be Lobo? Oh man, I never said no shit like that. He's so basically saying Alex Jones should be Lobo.
What do you
I
mean?
don't know. I'm just
NYC Cyclops will put that in the chat, so that's what he responded to.
Bill, it's a joke. because there's the conspiracy. I mean, it's mostly a joke conspiracy, but that Alex Jones is actually Bill Hicks. That Bill Hicks faked his death, and if you it's actually a funny conspiracy because not only the little facts of like the area they were in and like people involved, there's some little connections, but it's not even that. But if you actually look at them like side by side, their pictures, they do look fucking almost identical. Just fatter. Like if Bill Hicks gained a bunch of weight, got a little bit more tan, he's Alex Jones.
Ain't you kind, sir?
Call him
So yeah,
Arthur.
when you would
One
say
of
Bill
us,
Hicks, you mean
fellow
Alex
man
Jones,
of distinction.
or vice versa.
Okay. Well, this is perfect timing. I think you'll like
In the
this
Bill
one,
Hicks
Josiah.
cinematic universe, of course.
It'll be coming south down the river road through Siltwater Strand.
Thank you, Alden. Thank you very much.
Oh, and Josiah, if you or Arthur are ever out Strawberry Way, ask for my colleague there. Feller called Hector. He's also one of the... What did you call us again?
So anything new else going on in the video game
That's
world?
it, discouraged men. I like that.
Well, goodbye, Alden. Or
Last thing
should
I
say
posted a thing about
Oh, adieu,
Xbox
Josiah.
Series X architecture being talked about in some thing. And then the Capcom guy, the guy leaving Street Fighter. It's
I thought
Yes,
you
I
might
know.
like to see that pantomime.
River Road through
other than that,
Siltwater Strand, he said.
kind of been slow.
Okay. I think I know a good spot to wait.
Besides rumors.
Follow me.
All right, since we got some people of some age in here, I'm gonna go retro. What was your first console?
First console that was actually my own console was the NES. I played consoles before that. Technically, my stepdad had a Intellivision,
Let's go. This way.
All
so I
right.
mean, I guess it was in our house.
I give you that. You don't have to be yours own, as long as you played on it.
Yeah,
Okay.
and of course, I played with 2600, and
Okay.
my cousin, she had a Commodore 6. She had the Commodore, so there was a few games on there because it had that. You could play like Atari games on the side or whatever.
What did
Oh,
I
yeah,
tell
yeah.
you?
You stuck the cartridges in it.
My
Yeah.
first one
The
was the
station
2600,
workers are in on
and
it these
then
days.
me and mom.
Earning a pittance. The
I
unions
can't
are
remember.
whipping them
I
up,
think I got
so
the
they want something on
Commodore
the side.
after. I got the Commodore
he said,
128, so I got
there,
more
strawberry.
power, right?
Could create a lot
Yeah.
of opportunities
Right when that
for a
one
man
dropped,
in your
and I
line
think
of work.
in between there or right
I ain't
around
sure
time, she
about
bought me
going back to
ColecoVision.
Strawberry.
And then,
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's very similar to the
Didn't sound
Intellivision,
like
the
you left anyone
ColecoVision.
alive to recognize
Yeah, the
you,
80s
so
had
I
a
wouldn't
lot of
worry too
consoles
much.
that came out.
Yeah,
boy.
they did.
It was like
All this
every
trouble.
year,
You
two.
gentlemen are becoming
Boop,
quite
boop,
the
boop.
celebrities,
Yeah, the
aren't
problem
you?
was
Soon
the software.
Oh,
Oh shit, Parker, jeez.
And Mark, what you doing, man?
Be long gone before
Damn.
that. Dutch has a
Feedback,
plan.
feedback.
Yeah, the problem was they weren't moving forward in technology from the 70s. Like 2600 came out, and then when the next Atari came out, the games looked the same.
Yeah,
It's like they weren't pushing shit forward, so we had to leave it up to the Japanese in the end with the NES and Sega and shit because they were pushing the technology forward and bringing us better software at that time. Like we were getting a lot of shovelware. That's why they crashed. Like everybody always tries to say it's ET and shit. Nah, it was fucking like a lot of things. It was like
Here we are.
too
This
many
is the spot.
consoles, and like they started putting shovelware on like the Atari and like just a bunch of crap
Okay.
software.
This should do.
People wanted like something better, and they fucking crashed. Parents would like buy the
I'm
new
hoping we won't
console,
need those.
and it looks like it's like
Better
the same
safe
shit from
than
the
sorry.
70s.
So what were you thinking?
Well,
It wasn't moving
according
forward
to
enough.
this, the
you
loot
know?
is located in a
So
strong
then
box,
NES
which is in the
came out,
back.
and it was like
I'll put on
finally a
little
leap
performance, and you can
from the
scurry
fucking
around,
2600,
open
you
the
know?
strong box and relieve them of their goodies.
But
How do I open the strong box without threatening someone?
My
to
bad.
open
And
it
then
for me?
This should work.
NES locked up the
I can
market.
do this
and they started
silently?
putting chips
Yeah.
in
And
it.
I'm hoping complete
Yeah.
silence won't be
And
necessary.
Konami had
But you're
was
going
trying to sell the
discharge
shit to
your
other people,
earplugs.
and they told
This
them
is
no.
damn
yeah,
They tried to tell them no, but
Of course,
Konami
if
stole
anything
the
goes
rights to
wrong,
the
you can
shit.
wave your guns around
Yeah.
like you normally
And
do.
that's when Sega
tight.
came out.
They'll be
Whatever
missing.
they had a
Yeah.
different name in Japan, but we had the Dreamcast.
Yeah, the Master System got asked out because of what Nintendo was doing. Like they tried to, I think they were really trying to get a lot of those third parties, but Nintendo had the market, like you said. But eventually, during the, you know, they fixed that up. Man, they did a great job with the Genesis, you know, Mega Drive. Because I mean, they ended up getting like not half the market, but a good fucking like 20 to 30 some percent, you know.
I was one of the guys who bought the Genesis before that went from NES, and the Super NES came out, and I was like, all right, all my friends had it, so I had to work. So what I did is got me a Genesis.
I almost got the Genesis. I'm glad I waited and got the Super Nintendo because my friend, the guy that I was just posting earlier, that did the that I was talking about, has the studio in Atlanta. He had the Genesis. And we could trade, so I ended up having both, but like at that time, like yeah. I'm glad I got the Super Nintendo because he had a Genesis, and I had other friends that had a Genesis, so I could still play the Genesis, you know. But yeah, NES, that was my first real console because that was like gifted to me from my grandma. Got me one, you know.
Blowing on cartridges and everything.
I was an arcade kid, you know, big arcade kid. So, in fact, the first time I saw Super Mario Brothers in action was the Versus Super Mario Brothers in the arcade. So it was basically probably a year after. I guess Mario had already been this killer app in Japan and shit, and then, you know, they had an arcade game. And I saw it at 7-Eleven, everybody was crowded around it, and I saw this shit, and it was like, fucking blew my mind. Like the sound of that. It's hard to even, you can't even put it into words how amazing it was seeing Super Mario Brothers the first time. It was like, especially, I'm glad I saw it in the arcade first, because that's a great presentation, because it's like, you've seen it on a monitor, the color is perfect, it's not on a shitty TV, and the sound, you know, there was nothing else like it. It was like, the animation of it, and like the power-ups, and the music, everything, like it just was like, there wasn't anything else like it, you know. There were side-scrollers already, like side-scrolling platforms, but they didn't move, and it was just different, you know. Like, Super Mario Brothers definitely was like I don't know. There's a lot of historical perspective that you gotta have.
Listen, it's still rocking to today.
Yeah.
It's still selling to today. It is Nintendo's still best seller.
Like I wish I could experience that again. Like seeing
that feeling?
Yeah, because it was like it gave me like butterflies in my stomach when I saw it.
People been trying to get their first high for many years.
Yeah.
Nothing ever beats your first high, man.
It was like that feeling when I was playing Double Dragon in the arcade and I first saw
Who muted Parker?
a Bobo or let me see.
Park, he's crying.
Oh, okay.
Bug
oh yeah, no, his phone was bugging. Like it was like buzzing.
It's all jokes, please
no. But when I first saw the green Abobo in Double Dragon, you know Abobo, the big muscle guy in Double Dragon.
Yeah.
There was the green one that pops through the rocks. He looks like the Hulk.
Yeah.
Because like you had that such adrenaline. It wasn't like it was like scary, but it was. It was like because you're on money. It's different when you're in an arcade and you're a kid and you got maybe $1 or $2 and you're trying to fucking get through a game. When I first got that, you know, it's like that adrenaline rush of holy shit, there's a fucking green Abobo fucking Hulk that I gotta fight. I'm fucked. But I just remember like, holy shit, it just like, it freaked the fuck out of me. And like, of course he kicked my ass, you know. Like,
I'm about to kick Buck ass for you, dog.
Oh man. I had to.
Son, your shit came on like it was like trying to reach ET for real.
Yeah.
That's great. Wait, just now?
Not
no,
just
when you first popped on.
First came on, it was like, whoa, what's that?
Yeah, it was like. It's good, man.
Crazy. I'm about to go and make this plant burger. I'm like, man,
I just got killed. Fuck. You eat turkey burgers?
No.
That's the shit, man. If you want a burger, I was just telling my my aunt that like she eats fucking hamburgers. So I was like,
Hey,
you want to mix it with turkey burgers at least? Like
Parker,
get some
what's
turkey
wrong
stuff.
with meat pies? Meat pies are great. What you trying to say, son?
Yeah, I never really had them. I don't think.
Okay.
It's very close. It's not similar, but very close to pumpkin pie.
Oh, is it? I might have had it. I've had more like white bread shit, like quiche and all that stuff.
I'm sorry.
You know,
What were you
spinach,
thinking?
spinach pies.
According to
But
this, the loot is located in a strong box, which is in the
that's like
back.
suburban
I'll
white
put
shit,
on a
though.
little performance, and you can scurry around,
quiche,
open the strong box, and
and all that
relieve
shit.
them of their goodies.
I don't know. I don't know who came up with that shit, but that shit's good. So I probably like bean pies. You know.
This should work.
I'll try anything. You know.
Well,
Yo, speaking of Double Dragon, I did see it in arcade, but I had it for my Sega
But
Genesis.
you're going to wish you had your earplugs.
I think that's one of the first games I bought.
This is Damson.
That and probably Outrun.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still a driving junkie since Outrun
like you
in the
normally
arcade is what.
Hold tight.
I wish.
Yeah, I remember
I
that.
don't want to get back on that because I've talked about. But you know what game I really want to come back? A really good flying jet simulator.
There it is.
Really,
Right on time. Let's go. Keep your
What game?
distance
Jet
so they
Set?
don't see you.
Jet simulator.
Please.
Oh, Jet.
And
Yeah,
Microsoft,
yeah.
Microsoft doing that.
Dog fighting. I took the dog fighting.
Yeah.
Dog fighting.
I tried playing this Ace Combat, and it's not simulation. I was kind of disappointed in it. But I used to play a game on PC back in the day, the F-16. I don't remember who made it, but
I remember that. I think I remember that.
yeah, F-16 simulator. That shit was tough. I mean, just landing the fucking thing was an ordeal, you know. But yeah, I used to love simulating. Hey, my favorite game of all time is still MechWarrior 2, probably. You know. I don't know if you know the MechWarrior games. The simulation, you know. That's another game, or that era. I wish I could get that feeling back. There was something about like the mid '90s when the internet was still starting to get big, and like, you know, Bill Gates' autobiography came out. That era of gaming on PC was like, you know, talking about getting butterflies in your stomach, playing fucking Mech Warriors, and like, damn, that fucking music. Because you weren't getting any experience like that on the consoles. That's what made me leave consoles behind, for the most part, with shit like that. Fucking Mech Warriors. Even Mech Warriors 3, which Microsoft did. Even though I bought that shit and it was buggy right from the fucking start. I had to wait for that goddamn patch. But
And did you ever play Top Gun on the NES?
oh yeah. In fact, I was so into the concept, like I wanted to like shut myself off from the outside world when I was playing that. Like, you know, like almost like it was an arcade. Like
it was serious, huh?
Tried to be.
Man,
yeah, you get bored. I ended up playing fucking. You know, I have a memory of playing Top Gun in the fucking trailer on a black and white TV. I think I was that poor at the time. I think I rented it or borrowed it, the game, but I didn't even have a fucking color TV when I played that damn game. Tried landing a fucking plane, a Top Gun on a tiny 8-inch black and white TV.
Yeah, landing those planes took some practice.
Yeah, because they I think they overcomplicate it. Like, you think you're supposed to do all this shit, but all you really got to do is look at the fucking dials. All you got to do is look at the altitude and your speed, basically. You don't even have to look at anything else.
Yeah, right. As soon as you figure that out, you was all right.
Yeah. Oh, and here's another one. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out.
Oh wow.
My friend at school, he lived near the school, so this is in the middle of the hood. But like he said he could beat Mike Tyson. I didn't fucking believe him, so I had to stay after school and walk over to his house for him to prove it. And sure enough, after a couple tries, he beat him. I was like, then I knew it was possible.
Did he have the code? Did he have the code to get straight to Mike Tyson?
I think he just played through it. Honestly, we just played through it. Because I could get through the game, but I remember getting first time I got to Mike Tyson.
Once you understand his fight pattern, like honestly,
because that's what that game is. It's not really a fighting game. It's more like a puzzle game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember I beat that. You know, I still know the codes, man.
Once I saw it was possible to beat him, yeah, I eventually beat him.
Parker, so I could play it.
Because the first time I got to Mike Tyson, that fucking adrenaline and your hands are all sweaty and blisters. It scared the shit out of me. He knocked my ass out.
Kid in Japan was scared of Mike Tyson.
The first minute and a half, that was swag.
Yo, but you remember when Zelda came out and had that battery in the cartridge? Everybody from up north remember this. If that battery if it got too cold, you wipe your whole memory.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I never had that happen.
Because let's say you was borrowing a game from your homeboy and it's the middle of the winter. A good example, my homeboy in junior high school had it, right? He had broke it, he beat it, well, it got to a point he got stuck. I said, yo, you ain't playing it no more, let me play it. So I grabbed it from him. By the time I got home, 10 blocks, it was like November, December. So nice and 30 degrees, maybe a little lower. Got home, all that shit was erased. And I just verified it with 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago before I walked the blocks.
Yeah. I was just talking about that recently with Z. How it's crazy that, when that came out, we were told that like the battery might last like 7 years or some shit. And here it is like 30 some years later. And them shit still work. Not all of them, but most of the cartridges, if you get a Zelda cartridge, that shit'll still work. Save games and everything. But that was the first real good couch co-op game that I remember, because like that with friends, we'd all like pitch in to fucking beat that game. Somebody would have the map, you know what I'm saying? It's like somebody was good at dungeons, So we didn't play that like one person. We like it was a group of us, But I still remember when that commercial came out. They did not explain what the fuck that game was, because it was this weird ass commercial, and it made it look like it was, because it was a new Nintendo game, so obviously it was a big deal. But it looked like a puzzle game or something.
What y'all talking about? Nintendo.
I'm talking about Zelda, first Zelda.
Oh, okay. Oh.
The best one.
You didn't like Link to the Past?
Link to the Past is my favorite one, but I still think the first one is like probably the best game. I don't know. No. Reverse. I'd say Link to the Past is the best one, but
the first one's your favorite?
The first one is just like, because it set that standard, It's like, and then I have the most nostalgia for everything about it, as far as like the look of it, the sound, those fucking sounds. There's something about the sounds of the first one. Everything from the sword to the coins.
Nostalgia's big. Buck's been trying to get it for the past 20 years.
Oh, even the instruction manual, the way Link looks in the instructions, that's Link to me. Those drawings, the anime looking, because that's my favorite era of anime anyway, is like when it still looked dirty, before digital painting, when everything was kind of, like Macross and like
your
Lupin the Third, I like.
Your 8-bit brother, huh?
Yeah, I mean 16-bit. That's my favorite. That's probably the best console era to me, is Genesis and Super Nintendo. It's like and if you think about it, it's like Super Nintendo's probably got the most #1 games on the system, as far as like Metacritic and all that shit, because it's a fucking JRPG machine,
Yeah, Nintendo back then knew how to come hard. I don't know what happened now, but
well, what happened is they lost with the GameCube. Remember that system? Remember the GameCube?
Yeah, that was the last console I bought day one.
Mm-hmm.
I had a Dreamcast, CDs? But I didn't buy it day one.
Remember those little CDs, Big Style?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, that was their downfall.
And then soon here comes a little Japanese company, not little at all, named Sony. 95.
Yeah. Remember, what was your experience with the PlayStation? Like, did you knew that it was gonna be something special? Or...
I thought it was gonna fail. I thought it was gonna be just another console that comes along because at that time we had consoles coming and going constantly.
Yeah, we did. I mean,
3DO, the Atari Jaguar, and
all that shit.
All types of stuff. Bro.
And it looked weird. It like you just like I remember looking at like in a catalog and you see N64 or N64 and you see the PlayStation. Yeah, it had good software, but like it just looked like another console that's gonna come and go. Of course, because it's from Sony. You know, we had big conglomerates or electronics companies throw their hats in the ring, and the only ones that were
Like
really staying around were actual game companies. You know, like Nintendo and Sega. So
yeah, it was a weird era. That the mid '90s. They didn't know what they were doing.
And also graphically, those early PlayStation games, they looked jagged and they looked kind of crappy compared to the N64. Like Mario's was like smooth and like the 3D was smooth. Then you go over to PlayStation and it's like there's the weird loading and the fucking like even just look at the Resident Evil. It's a great game, but like the polygons are like dirty and like buggy and like you know what I'm saying? It's like they had the upper hand because of a CD technology. You could fit more, but the raw horsepower of 3D was not that great until people got used to it. And then, you know, of course people made way better games later on, but at first it just looked like
it was weird. It was a weird era.
Yeah, it's weird. I didn't like the jump from 2D to 3D at first. It took a while because like that's why the Sega Saturn was kind of crappy because like they forced them to start doing 3D games to compete, and they just that fucking system was built as a fucking amazing 2D system, which it should have stayed as. You know, they made it as a 2D powerhouse, but that was Sega at the time. Sega of America and Sega Japan were not on the same page with anything. Like Sega of America is a fucking huge reason why they ended up getting such a market share over here. And Sega Japan should have listened to them a little bit more and stop forcing them to do all this weird shit. Like, I mean, I get it, it's their company, but I mean, the way they fucking like marketed Sega, they were like number one to this day. You know, PlayStation and they ended up following a lot of the kind of the shit that Sega did to get there. So Sega, there's a lot of credit for that. You know, even the Master System it didn't do that great, but like, you know, it did okay considering, you know, and that was like through marketing and shit, you know. It's like, but they just killed it with the fucking you know, in the 16-bit era, you know, marketing to like adults and shit, and kids, they want what fucking, you know, the older people are into. You know, you don't have you don't have to market directly to kids. You market to teenagers and adults, and kids are gonna fucking think it's cool.
That's why Nintendo's kind of been failing to a sense.
Yeah, because you don't need to market directly to kids. The kids will come. They, you know, kids always want what like your older brother likes, or, you know. Pretty much. I mean, once you get to a certain age, you know, you know, you want what the cool kids like. Yeah. I need to go out fucking
Part of me is quiet. I'm working here. I gotta check out the link.
Okay.
I'll ride ahead and get the coach to stop. You hang back. Don't let them spot you or you'll scupper the whole thing.
my horse has dreadlocks. I forgot about that.
Ooh.
I don't know if that was ever a thing in the Old West, people giving their horses dreadlocks, but
Yo, Buck, you're so dry and funny. He's like, yo, I don't know if that was a thing. Of course, said dreadlocks back then.
yeah, I don't know if that was a thing. I gave him dreadlocks anyway. It's only on one side though, you can see him. The other side looks like he's got a mohawk. It's kind of funny.
Yep.
The New York audience, they were rather cruel.
New Yorkers are pricks and fools who believe Westerners don't know anything about culture.
I couldn't agree more.
I mean, you could tell like there were a lot of kids that wanted the PS3 and 360, but got a Wii first.
Oh!
Yeah.
I did not mean to do that. Jesus.
Oh.
Fuck! I just fucking pulled out my gun.
Wow, you can talk. He over there.
Oh, okay. So what were your thoughts on the PlayStation? Like, what was your first experience like?
It's similar to Bucks. Everybody was kind of mad about the
Jump?
3D, the 2D, 3D.
Okay.
So, but I knew that was the future, and now it had to be coming. So,
Yeah. All right.
and then soon after, Sega fell under, Nintendo went in the background, and PlayStation rode off in the sunset, and here comes Xbox.
I'm feeling like there's a PlayStation monopoly. That's how I'm feeling right now.
That's why I keep telling everybody I don't have a dog in the race. I want competition because I don't want PlayStation to have monopoly how Nintendo did at one point, and they started locking it. So,
all right,
competition always pushes everybody forward. So I just hope they remain strong in their console wars. That's all. I mean, it's kind of, I hate to say console wars, but lack of a better term.
Yeah, I get it.
Because everybody over here be capping, but
Everybody's capping for Sony right now. So
we're capping each way, but here's the funny part. 90% of these people own both consoles, so I don't want to hear it.
And the Xbox dudes own the PlayStation. And some of the PlayStation dudes own an Xbox.
You'd be surprised how much it goes back and forth. So.
Like I own both systems.
Right. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you at all. I didn't see a reason for Xbox, even with the power. But you can run on the power. I give you the argument. I don't feel like arguing that anymore. But what new am I gonna play until 2 years? So I might as well wait 2 years.
Third-party games.
Yeah.
No games.
I can play third-party games on PS5 and get PS5 exclusives. So that 2 year mark, that 2 year window gives me time to build my supercomputer. I'm not gonna take that long, but I'm just saying. At that time, I could build a computer. So, and I don't really have that many friends on Xbox besides guys here, and then most of my friends are PS5 heavy, so and computers. So it's either PS5 and computers. So PS5 or play on PC. So that's the majority of my neighborhood. That's not my neighborhood. My friends, my circle is on. So
I'm not using the Game Pass argument. There's no need to for me. Because Game Pass to me isn't like I would just wait for sales for these games. Like you see digital sales like left and right for these video games, and especially in retail. So for me, Game Pass is kind of like a no-go, really. Plus, the online payment has increased for Xbox. $100 a year.
It's gonna keep going up, bro.
God damn.
It's gonna keep going up. It
And
has.
when you talk about Sony, not Sony, Microsoft being this pro-consumer company, and all this other
I'm never gonna call anybody in corporate America pro-consumer. They're pro-bottom line. Period. Point blank. This
Hey,
ain't a 501(c)(3)
can
or something. They're not. They're not. They're not. They're not. This ain't the YMCA.
Hey, Levon.
Huh?
Can you meet any chicks on Animal Crossing?
I don't play that.
Oh man.
I play Mario Odyssey. I'm
Can you
playing
meet any
that.
chicks in there?
I meant Pauline. I'm just kidding.
Nah, I saw some article about dating on fucking.
Oh shit.
Dating on Animal Crossing, really?
It was probably a joke anyway, but.
Well, you know you can play Rogue Company on your Switch.
I know. Shit. I know. I'm playing the PlayStation.
I just didn't want to buy the game. I'm too
Buck,
into Red Dead right now.
Listen to Buck. Someone who bought the game, if they did it through their website and signed up, they're gonna get an email pretty soon with some free codes. So they've been handing out codes pretty nicely. Everybody's been getting like 2 or 3. I was able to get my son a code for Rogue Company for his Switch.
Yeah, if you ever find one, just fucking DM it to me. I'll try to get it. That's one of the reasons I didn't jump on. I didn't want to buy it. I don't know how long motherfuckers gonna play that shit. But now everybody's skills are past a certain point, so I'd probably be dog shit. I'm not good at shooters though.
I love 3D platformers and fighting games. That's my favorite.
I'm still learning to fucking play everything on a controller. Like playing Red Dead on a controller, this is the first time. Like I always played it on all the Rockstar games on a mouse and keyboard. GTA first Red Dead. Oh no, I played the first Red Dead on a controller. Yeah, I forgot about that. Wish you could play it on a Sega Saturn controller. Since I got a Sega Saturn. They should let you hook that shit up to Xbox One. Just plug it in. Sega Saturn.
You could probably throw an adapter or something.
Well,
like
I mean, I got USB for it. I use it on the PC, but I'm just saying, if I could just plug it. I'm gonna try that. Can you do that? Can you use retro controllers on Xbox One?
I don't know. I probably
You
doubt
could use
it.
mouse and keyboard. So I don't see why not. Like if I had a Super Nintendo controller with the adapter.
I honestly wish that Windows thing, Xbox running Windows was kind of true, because it would kind of give an incentive for people to buy a Series X. Hey, you could do your taxes on the Series X and all this other stuff.
They ain't gonna do that because that's gonna give up their PC market and the laptop and tablet. They got the Surface. You forget.
I know. I know.
You gotta be real careful how they tread with all that. They gotta keep it separate.
Yeah, I know. But I said I wish. I wish. I'm surprised that Microsoft has put Microsoft Office on Xbox.
So does the Xbox? Can you hook up a mouse and keyboard to it?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Well, hey, maybe just they're keeping it separate. Hey, my son was Mario Odyssey. What's Mario Odyssey about? Levon, you all right over there? Buck, what are you doing?
I was watching Hancock.
I got you. I got you.
Check 1, 2. All right, let's get back in this. I agree with you, Cyclops, on the whole the comics thing, because like that was kind of like the other day on Z's Twitch when Liberal Gamer and them, we were talking about you know, Spider-Man being the most popular in the corporation's eyes as far as merchandise sales and shit.
And all that stuff. Yeah, right.
And I was trying to talk about how it all correlates basically to the movies. Whatever movie is the most popular at the time is going to sell the most merch. I'm sure when Christopher Reeve Superman came out, fucking Superman merchandise went through the roof, and it did because I was a kid at the time. I had shoes. I remember being like 3 or 4. They had the Wonder Woman for the girls too, but I had little fucking Superman shoes when I was like 3 or some shit, you know. And you know, Batmania happened in '66. Merchandise for Batman shit went through the roof when that show was popular. But as far as modern comic book movies and how they merchandise shit, Batman '89 pioneered a lot of that, where you're ready for it basically when the movie comes out. You got the fucking hats, you got the shirts, you got everything ready to fucking go, and it's like it creates like a fucking its own marketing for the movie, and then the merchandise sales, you know. So, and everything since then, it's like kind of based on that same kind of philosophy of how you roll out like a blockbuster superhero, you know. You have the comics ready, all that shit, you know.
I got you. Set the template. I got you.
Yeah, but Batman '89 when that fucking shit came out, I mean, shit, it was Batmania all over again, you know. Everybody had a Batman shirt. I still see it. Sometimes you'll be walking through wherever, you see some old lady with a fucking Batman shirt from the, you know, like all worn out. It's like the same shit that from the '80s. Remember, everybody had. Man, there were kids getting fades with the Batman logo on the back of their head when that shit came out.
That's why I remember. That was Clips. Clips was in there. That's what his argument was. That was the whole thing. Look, I got Batman. Yeah. You said he had Batman shirts.
Yeah.
You can't be wearing no Spider-Man.
Yeah.
At my age, and then you know it was going the back and forth.
That was one of the reasons they always were trying to get a Venom movie too. Is Venom had this cult thing. Like if you, the good indication I always thought over the years was like if you go to an amusement park out here in Kansas City, we have a place called Worlds of Fun. They have them. They have a couple of them in the country, but they're like a Six Flags. But when you go through there, like that's how you get an indication of what's popular as far as that shit goes. Because like I remember in the '90s, like New World Order, the fucking wrestling crew, when that got big, that's the first time I saw anything about it because I wasn't watching wrestling at the time. But you see fucking kids with them shirts. But it correlated with like comic book characters too. You saw Spider-Man every once in a while. But yeah, it was Batman, the Joker shirt, the Joker where it's like the from the Killing Joke where he's grabbing his head and it's got all the ha-has behind him. That was huge. And then every once in a while you would see Venom. Venom was like represented something like like almost like heavy metal to a lot of kids. So like you'd see some metal kids with like Venom shirt.
What year did Spawn come out?
Huh?
What year did Spawn get popular? I remember seeing Spawn.
That was like 91, 92.
That makes sense for my age group.
Yeah, because he left Marvel about that, I think 91. So then, yeah, Spawn. No, that was a little later. 90. Yeah, like 92, because I remember. Yeah, because it was after Hurricane Andrew. Yeah, because Image Comics they probably started working on it at like late 91. That was a whole sea change of a lot of things because that's when Nirvana hit.
Yeah, I got you.
And like, yeah.
Hey, well, hold on. Your point of reference confused me. This makes me laugh a little bit, Buck. Wait. Your point of reference was Hurricane Andrew, but you in the Midwest. What you know about Hurricane Andrew?
I lived in Florida at the time. I lived in Miami. I was in Hurricane Andrew.
Oh yes.
I went through it. My fucking house got destroyed.
Detroit, right? Yeah.
Yeah, we moved back. I moved back to Vegas for a while at that point, but which was always my second home, Las Vegas. It was always Kansas City, and then Las Vegas was like where I'd spend my time in the summer usually. But I went to school there a little bit too, but mostly Kansas City. Yeah, I lived in Florida. I was in fucking Homestead, Florida. I went to school in Miami. And 92, summer 92. That shit's crazy. Came back out here, and yeah, so I remember because the apartment I lived in, moving back to Vegas. That's where I used to go to the comic book shop, which in walking distance. And I remember when the Image stuff started coming out, I collected a little bit of it. And I had a few friends that were into that shit. They would really collect them. Like they had all the Spawn variants, backboarded, all that shit. I would get a couple things here and there. I remember like Peter David Hulk was still big. I'd get the Hulk, and that was a weird time in comics though, because like I was trying to say that too. That was the time where, Image was popping, but it started to kill the comics industry because everybody was chasing that. Like my comic collection at the time was like all these fucking when they'd put the harder covers over it and put like a fucking like a 3D design or fucking there was too much of that shit, and they would act like it's a big deal, like, oh, this is the 500th issue of Hulk, so it would have this fucking like lenticular cover or some weird shit, and just constant, and variant covers were constant, and when Jim Lee and Todd McFarlane sold all them Spider-Man and X-Men comics, it just became bad because like the casuals, quote unquote, that started buying all the comics, were buying them because they thought they were going to be worth something one day. So then the comics industry feeds more of that. Like, oh, you're buying 1 million copies of this X-Men because you think it's going to be worth more. So then they just keep pumping more out. And then eventually it collapsed, and it destroyed the industry.
Oh, in the 2000s?
No, this was in the early 90s. They just, and then it happened all throughout the 90s because remember the Clone Saga, Spider-Man, and like that whole era was like And then by nearer to the late 90s is when they had to really throw their hands up and be like, okay, we fucked up. Let's start trying to build this shit back up again, you know. And then Marvel sold to Toy Biz. That's when, you know, a fucking toy company fucking owned goddamn Marvel because they were in debt and bankrupt and shit. And that's when they sold off all their fucking movie rights and for pennies on the
I
dollar,
remember
basically.
a toy with a comic book from Toy Biz. Like,
And
it would come with a
DC
comic
was
book.
lucky because they had already had a parent company, so they were able to like withstand a lot of that. Like, you know, they were by Time Warner, fucking way back in the '80s and shit. So yeah, that's kind of my rant about some of my positions that these motherfuckers need to be schooled on sometimes. When we're having a discussion, we're talking about comic book shit, and you know, I've been in the fucking, I've been in the nerd culture for
I did read some comic books.
when these kids were in short pants. I started collecting Batman was during the Death in the Family when they killed off Robin.
With the Marvel toys, you know, Marvel Legends. That's what they call them.
I was a real DC dude too.
Comic. It would come with a comic, so.
Like I would buy anything like that was cool. That was like DC, and I remember getting Robin. I think it was called Robin 3, Robin 2. It was when Tim Drake Robin was fighting like the Joker by himself. Collected that. I remember being really little and fucking even buying a Lois Lane comic just because it's related to Superman. So I was mostly DC kind of, but I love Spider-Man, so I always was into Spider-Man. Mark Bagley Spider-Man, I collected that. I wouldn't say collected because I just bought them and read them. I wasn't like a big.
How much were comics back then, back in the 90s?
Well, they went up in price constantly, but at first they were like 50 cents. And by the time they ended the 90s, they were like $1.75 to $2. Yeah, they kept ballooning. Like, I remember when I was getting Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, when Mark Bagley was doing it. He started out as $1, and by the time the fucking I stopped fucking buying them, they were $1.50. So they started getting expensive. But yeah, I remember getting them because they were $1. It was easy. Going in a comic shop, if you had $5, you could just get like 2 or 3 comics. You know.
Did you watch the Spider-Man anime series, the 90s one?
Oh yeah.
What's your thoughts on it?
I've heard enough.
That was a cool show.
Oh.
They didn't have the budget and talent enough to like make it as good as like a Batman the animated series. But for what the money they had, they did a good job. It's just it always felt fast paced, like they're in a hurry to tell a story, which something like Batman the animated series didn't do because it was more cinematic. But they had all those restraints of trying to fucking appeal to the kids though, with the Fox shit, you know. X-Men had that problem too, and of course the way the art style. When you have that kind of art style, the animation looks janky because, you know, Wolverine's got muscles and you're trying to put definition on Cyclops, and so when they move, they look weird, not rubbery, but like it's just weird because it's not stylized enough, you know. And they don't have the budget, but the storytelling is good because it's like the scripts were good. And they're great adaptations, but they always felt like, for the voice acting, they were in a hurry with those shows. You know, like, we got to get through this. We got to fight apocalypse. You know. But Spider-Man the animated series is just go watch the very first episode. That's all you need to see, because that one, they put fucking a lot of money into that. You look at the animation in the first one. It's the one where he crawls through the sewer looking for Kurt Connors. Yeah. The animation in that and just the whole fucking episode it's like a work of art. It's really good. The animation is fluid. It's like, I don't know if they got different people after that, but I know they did toward the end of the series. They like changed people, so you could see the animation like it was around the time when he had the crossover with like Captain America or some shit. He went like back in time or some, I don't remember what it was, but you could tell it was different animation. But that first fucking episode, it holds up. It's almost, I think it's better animation than a lot of Batman the Animated Series. Not every episode, but like, you know, Heart of Ice has fucking, you know, the Mr. Freeze episode. That's like some of the best animation. And they definitely use different studios. Batman the Animated Series did. But, you know, when they sent it to Korea, you know, they don't always go to the same exact guys because they have to multitask. You know, you got one episode over here and you put another episode over to this studio. And basically the animators have to sit there. They have to go out there and watch over these guys, then fucking speak a different language and make sure they're animating it right. You know, shit like that. And I don't think they had the money for that kind of shit over at Fox. You know, when they did Spider-Man and X-Men and shit, those. And then later on, it got even worse with like the Iron Man cartoon.
The Fantastic Four cartoon.
It got bad. They were those just trying to sell toys, you know. Now, again, that's like a toy company completely owning Marvel at that point. So, you know, I think by the time they did Iron Man, I think Toy Biz had already fucking owned Marvel. So that's why they were like shitty. But yeah, whoever oversaw and whatever studio did that Lizard episode, the very first, the pilot basically, of Spider-Man, that thing is amazing. Pun intended. That's what I think about that. I go back to Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. That was my shit as a kid. Spider-Man, and that had a kind of a similar thing too, where it had better animation on like one episode, and then they actually changed on the last season, and it's completely different if you watch that last season compared to the earlier animation. They got different people, like they went from Japan to like Korea or something. I forget who did it. I'm not sure. There is a story behind that. Why the animation changed. Oh shit! I gotta stop talking about Spider-Man. Jesus. Get my ass kicked. Hey, NY Cyclops, where you at, homie? Home skillet. Where's Vaughn at, man? He said he was gonna come on here and talk about something. I forget what the fuck he wanted to talk. Yeah. Something happened.
See if we can ping him.
Yeah, I think he DM'd me about something. But, oh.
New Yorkers are freaks and fools who believe Westerners don't know anything about culture.
I couldn't agree more.
It's such a small show.
Oh, you bastard. I mentioned it to Vaughn, and he's like, he's thinking I lost the stomach for Red Dead. No, I'm into Red Dead, bro. What the fuck?
So Xbox Series X could be cheaper.
Spoke about
right in the head. Perfect.
They're assuming that these dudes are gonna take a huge L because they can. I disagree, man. They're gonna be really close to price, man. The only thing that's gonna be cheaper by a mile is the lock card. That's about it. The most they maybe can do cheaper is $50 on each, but $50. But the lock card could be like 200. But the big boy, I can't see them going below 450, man.
Yeah, that's what they probably 450 or something.
And then Sony's gonna come back and match the digital edition with the. This is the whole thing. This is why we're waiting so long. Plus, you know, everything that's going on. Sony's gonna. They want to see Sony's gonna do 400 or 450 for the digital. That's what they really want to see. And that's gonna undercut them. Because the lock card is not exactly can't do what Sony can do, right? So blah 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know why I keep doing this. Couldn't help it, I'd kill people. Man, Parker came on here, he didn't even say anything. He said in my chat that he was muted. I muted him, and he didn't come on and cap. He's a known capper. Maybe he's listening, so I'll give him a comment. Hey, Parker, you's a known capper. Trying to tell you. Maybe that'll make him come on. Troll him.
Hey, mush mouth.
I don't know if he's listening. If this was Eastream, he'd be on there for sure, because I know he checks in. So if he hears somebody talking that shit, he can come in here, call him on the bullshit. How do I do that? Oh shit. Damn it. I got caught again. Oh shit. I'm fucked. I'm gonna try to burn this guy. Shit.
Stamson, why?
Okay, no more fucking around.
The New York audience, they were rather cruel.
New Yorkers?
I couldn't agree more.
Could you? It's such a small show. Would you sing something for me? I'm looking for.
I gotta wait for this motherfucker.
I don't know.
Miss Stamson, you owe it to West Elizabeth.
Ti grido lasciar, non lasciar verdir. Ti
Fuck.
grido e trio.
Who's this feller?
Damn it!
We're being robbed.
Amateurs! Why bother?
Fuck, man. Some bullshit. They keep hearing me run up on it.
How'd you fuck that up, Buck?
The guy heard me. I don't know.
It's like you rolled right back into his face. He heard you. I was
No,
watching.
no, not that time. I walked up there. And he didn't see me. I didn't think. Like I was watching him with my
He did that
binoculars.
first, but then he came back a little bit.
I think I came over there too fast.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree more.
Because he said, what's that sound? And he turns around.
Exactly.
Because I'm running over there. I guess I gotta take my time.
I'm looking for.
I don't know.
Miss Stamson.
You ain't got the right gun to shoot him down?
I think they would hear him. I'd have to do a takedown, stealth takedown. See, it says loot the strong box, and he turns around and moves. So I gotta be careful. It's quiet. There we go. I'm getting it. What? Oh, I thought I lost the game. Trying to call my horse.
Is on the 23rd of this month. I can't say enough about Mrs. Stamson. Magnifico. So sorry, gentlemen, for the interruption.
All right, I got it.
Easy, whoa. Yeah.
Nicely done, Arthur. A little finesse for once.
All right. Now I should shoot him.
Well done, sir. Well done.
Jolly good show.
You did all the work.
Teamwork, my dear boy. Teamwork.
Here you go.
Thank you.
What? Fuck that. I don't want to give him his cut.
Go see Alden from time to
So
time.
just shoot him.
See you soon, Arthur.
Buck, you playing the missions, not the online, right?
Yeah, I don't play online. Yeah, I haven't played online. Yeah, I never got around to this game, and I played Red Dead 1, but I ended up quitting on it. I don't remember how far I got, man. I don't know. It was just janky. If they remaster that shit and it was like 60 frames, I think I'd play it. But yeah, Red Dead 1, it just was like, it started getting really repetitious and I wasn't into the story. I just remember going town to town for no fucking, like, for like errands and shit. I should have probably finished it. You know. But this one hooked me better at the beginning. You know, you're a criminal right off the bat, fucking, with this group of people. I don't know the complete story because I'm not paying attention like that, but I get it overall that this is like my family, you know. We're like a traveling circus of fucking criminals. One of these days I'm gonna have to go watch one of the videos, to, you know, breaks down the story so I can see what the fuck is going on.
Let's get.
All right, horsey, let's go.
You're okay, girl.
She probably needs some food. Here, have some horse food. Here, have a horsey snack. It's like a Scooby snack. Oh shit. What a bunch of bullshit. I should take out one of these motherfuckers for food.
There we go.
I'm hungry. Make some burgers. What am I gonna use?
What about the people who own that land, the house above? They gonna come shoot?
Oh man. Oh, they're gonna get shot too if they come after me. I'm just borrowing it. I'm just borrowing a bowl. What? I put the gun away? It's gonna use a shotgun. Need to get rid of some of these guns. Sell them. Florida cracker cow. Yields a high and prime beef. Used to bow, improve action. Oh, I didn't even think about that, duh. I was thinking they're gonna. Oh shit! This is what I was worried about. Getting fucking murdered. I don't have a bow. Damn it.
Yeah, you don't want to shoot your meat, man. Fucking poison it.
Yeah. I wasn't really thinking. There we go. I was thinking like I wanted to use a double barrel into the head just to make sure I killed it and it didn't fucking start killing me. Hopefully a bow doesn't fuck that up, because that's what I was worried about, was because it's gonna take a lot of bullets. Perfect. Okay. This better work. God damn it. It didn't work. Shit, they're gonna come after me. Oh. Okay. So I gotta put it out of his misery? I guess I do.
Now you shot the cow. You was in that bullpen.
There we go.
Bull.
What the fuck? Why can't I pick it up? Okay. This is the disgusting part. What is my horse doing?
Your time's done.
Oh shit. Come back, horsey.
God damn it!
He ran to the other side because you was on the other side. He went around. So call him again when you get outside that fence.
Yeah. These cattle motherfuckers came after me. I did not think I was gonna get seen. I'm gonna go back for it though.
I told you they'd see you.
Oh shit. As long as you don't know it, it's Arthur Morgan. Fucking rednecks. I'm only taking a $100 cow. I'm just borrowing it. Motherfucker. Maybe I can make a camp. No. That sucks. This motherfucker shot me. I'm just gonna... Okay, this is Operation Grab That Hide and Run. I just want this shit back. Should have broke a fence down in the corner. Don't tell me that hide's not there anymore. What? Oh man, that's bullshit. Literally.
They fixed the fence too.
They fixed the fence and took my hide. At least I'm not seeing it. Fuck. Okay, I'm just gonna go down here in this corner. Break a fence.
Stay out of the bull pen.
You know what? What am I doing? This is stupid. Fuck it. I lost. Maybe I should just go murder the guys first and then take their bulls. No. What? Who's shooting at me? Oh. Oh. Bad horse.
Now you know you're super close to them, right? You're by their house.
I know. Oh my god. Come on, horsey. Can you make it out? My horse is stupid. I don't think he can get out.
What's the grid? What's the grid in here?
No.
What's up? I'm here.
You're not the grid.
No, I'm good. I don't want
You're the grid junior.
What?
Little grid. Little grid.
What the
No. That's just because, you know, he's old enough to be your father. That's all. You could be Buck Dad Junior. What does it matter? The joke works anyway. Come on, horse. Jesus Christ. Oh, raspberries. Who said that? What? He's gonna roll up on me like a drive-by? Jesus Christ.
Let's go, girl.
Are you serious? I didn't think they were gonna come for revenge. Holy shit. Do I have to fucking turn around and kill his ass? Leave me alone, motherfucker. Yeah. 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 Motherfucker. How's that? Take your shit. And his horse shit. Sorry, horse. It's your father's fault.
Guess I ain't really hunting.
Sorry. Had to put him out of his misery. You got caught in a war. It wasn't my war. I'm like John Rambo.
Oh,
They drew
God,
first
here we
fucking
go.
blood, man.
Let me
The
get
horse got
John
caught.
Rambo Cinematic Universe.
Well, this is kind of like a Rambo cinematic universe.
Oh,
Did you see
God.
the GIF I posted earlier?
We're in Discord?
No, this is the cinematic universe we're in. I'll show you.
Oh, they got all the actors from Mortal Kombat the movie now.
Oh man,
I
I
feel like
lost the picture.
they've been trying to make that Mortal Kombat movie for so long.
Oh yeah, here it is.
You know, Buck?
This is the cinematic universe.
Where did you post that?
In Discord.
Why every time you take an hour lunch, that shit goes by so quick? When you sit in there, everything takes. Oh, that's supposed to be you, Buck?
No, it's not supposed to be me.
Like, I take an hour break and it's already like 4:40. I got like 20 minutes. That's crazy. Like, damn, did I just not? It's just like I just took lunch. Like,
That's how it goes, bro. That's how it goes.
yeah, like, dude, it's like I just took lunch. And it's already like 24 minutes. Like, shit.
Sorry, dear. Time to die. I need the food.
You're messed up, you know that, right? You know that, Buck. Real messed up.
Maybe.
You know, maybe. You're just messed up, man. Killing that poor rabbit.
It was a whitetail deer. Oh dear.
Mad.
Dear Prudence. You still at work? I didn't realize that. I go to work at a couple hours. Oh man, it's not really work.
Couple hours. I have yet to know what do you do. Honestly.
I drive across the country.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go to Miami. Kansas City, Miami. I guess I got this beef. It's what's for dinner.
What y'all playing, man?
Huh?
Oh man, I'm just on. I'm just streaming Red Dead Redemption. We're just talking shit.
Oh, okay.
Just hanging. Motherfuckers could usually be in here playing other shit, but
Big money. It's good.
you know, Sundays, lazy ass Sundays.
It's slow Sunday, man.
Slow as hell.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. The longer this shit drags on, though, the less I want the next gen console. Like, I'm getting like burnt out of this shit. I might not even. By the time they come out, I might not even be excited. I ain't gonna hold you out though. I really might not be excited.
I'm serious about. I'm wanting to just get a PlayStation 4. Those are the games I'll be playing at the beginning of this new generation. The fucking PS4 games that I didn't get to play.
Right.
That's just me, though. I'm always big. There's so many fucking games to play, bro. I'm not like, I get it from people that like getting the new hardware and shit, but you know, the graphics aren't gonna be like, they're not gonna blow you away. In these consoles come out. We're past that point, bro, where it's gonna be like that again. Now it's just.
Man, it's so crazy that every time I hear everybody say that day by day. But them niggas chewed me out the other day when I said that shit. They chewed me the fuck.
I agree with you, Big Money. What was you saying? Because going from a PS2 to a PS3, that was graphical leap. You feel me?
Yeah, that was deep, bro.
Going from a PS3 to a PS4, that wasn't really a big graphical leap at all.
Nah,
right. And again, going from, I keep telling motherfuckers, oh, that's 12 T-flops. It's not going to be a graphical leap. Yes, the games is in 4K. It's just going to be much more shinier, polished, right? And it's going to run smoother. But is it going to be like some crazy graphical leaps? No, because we got fucking PCs right now, right? We got PCs right now, so you kind of already know what you're getting out of the 12 T-flops. We already got PCs that's doing with 12 T-flop 4K 60. So you kind of already know what you're getting out of these consoles. So, like, that's why I was telling Z, yeah, I don't think they understand what you're saying, because if you ask a PC gamer, do you think you're going to be blown away by the Series X? They're going to say no, because, shit, I got a more powerful gaming rig, so I've been gaming on this type of, like, shit for a long time, so it's not going to surprise them. So
it's
that's
not,
where,
we're just optimizing at this point. Optimizing the technology that's already there, you know.
Right, if you ask somebody with expensive PC, are you going to be blown away by anything on Series X? They're going to be like, nah, because, you know, I've been gaming like this for a minute now. You guys are just catching up.
Yeah, that's the key word right there, catching up.
Right, that's why I was telling Z, like, yeah, and that's why I'm not, like, everybody like, oh, 12 T-flops, 12. I'm like, I guarantee you guys, 12 T-flops, I promise you, like, y'all gonna get that shit, y'all not gonna feel like y'all have 12 T-flops. Like, because it's not gonna, like, other than the games running more stable, that's really about it. But graphics, like, if you're looking for something mind-blowing, not
You
really.
ain't gonna, it's not, it's just, what the hell they say is diminishing returns. Like, bro, it's not there no more, bro. Like, we're not gonna, I'm not, like I told him, I said, yeah, the shit gonna look prettier and more defined, but blow you away, we're not gonna get it. It take way too much power to blow you away again. It just takes power.
Yeah, we're not gonna get those ever again.
There's gonna be some amazing games toward the end, though, of the PS5. That's for sure.
Right.
You know, we're gonna be blown away.
Not blow you away, not blow. Cause look, bro, if you look at,
they're gonna push the system. Is my point. Yeah.
Look at the regular PlayStation. How much did that? 1 point something teraflops, 1.4. Then it came out with Xbox One X, and that had 6 teraflops. 6.
Yeah.
And shit, it wouldn't blow you away. It looked better, but it wasn't no blow you away shit. We just reached that point in our in technology, bro. Like, the shit is getting real close, man, to like the type of power, I know a motherfucker ask, like, they say, man, what type of power are you looking for? It's not what I'm looking for. I'm just saying, I know the next shit is like the shit that you see on movies. The same, like, when we was playing our PlayStation 1, those. Remember when it first came out? Those
What's crazy is that the last Ratchet and Clank game that came out, even on the was it the PS3 or the PS4? Even
that shit looked like movies,
right?
So you couldn't tell the difference,
right? That's what I'm saying. Like the thing is that telling people like that trailer we saw on the on what you call it, right? Hellblade 2, they said the game is gonna look exactly. No, it's not gonna look exactly.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Like people said the game is gonna look exactly like that when you play it, bro. Listen, I know when people be capping, bro. Like if that game is gonna look anything like that, trust me, that game is gonna barely have anything going on in it. You ain't gonna do a big AAA game with so much going on with the graphic looking like that, running at 4K 60. They're not doing that shit. Come on, like that's when I be trying to. That's when I be sitting back and I'm like, you know, the one thing I sometimes wonder when motherfuckers cap for a lot of shit. You know, some of this shit is like the devs gonna do what's necessary to run games, right? That's why I was telling them like third parties always gonna do third party shit because their goal is to make sure that the game run efficiently in every system because they gotta make money.
Yeah.
Like,
What I meant is
they're not gonna go on some huge like, oh, let's make some mind blowing shit. They're not gonna
Yeah.
do that. They gotta.
I just bet the studios by the end of the PS5 are gonna make some shit that's just gonna be like, yeah, okay, this is where it's at. You know? They're gonna look amazing. They're gonna fucking God of War. The next God of War is gonna fucking be probably the best looking game the whole generation. You know, or one of them. It's gonna be one of the top. You know, probably. I mean, I would imagine.
They say CGI is how the game was gonna look.
No, they saying that was in game, but they saying the whole entirely of the game. But the dev didn't say that. The fans are saying that shit.
CGI we saw. I know CGI. I do videos.
They said that was. Everybody was saying it's not CGI.
No, the part when she was singing, when it was focusing on her face, that right there, the game is not going to look like that. Not like that. Not the whole game. No. Not like that, bro. That's why I was like, what? Y'all is tripping, bro. That shit is not gonna look like that.
Yo, that'll push a $5,000
Your friend,
PC.
the other liquor vendor. Hello.
What the fuck are they talking about?
Arthur, welcome.
Bruh,
Just playing cribbage.
I don't know what
Arthur
they're
Morgan,
talking about,
Mrs.
bruh.
Catherine Braithwaite. Nice to see you again.
Apparently. So this
Just
one
like
is
it's just
big
not
and as
gonna
dumb as
happen,
it
man.
looks?
It's
Well,
diminishing
he's surely
returns.
big,
It's just
but
we
his
start almost at
intelligence
the
is a
peak.
matter of
We
some
at the peak.
conjecture. Some say
Yeah.
he is as dumb as he looks, but
We're at
I
the
think,
peak.
well,
Yeah.
he's
If
not
fucking
quite
VR
that
caught
dumb.
on, that would be
these are the
another
boys going
thing they
down
could
like
work
a
on.
hawk.
But
Yes, we
Yeah.
can take care of that for
They
you.
are, right?
One
Ready
answer,
Player
of
One, here we
course,
go.
is the question
Yeah.
of money.
Oh, we've got money, Mr. Matthews.
Paper, bonds, metals.
I think the next
She ain't
time
gonna pay
we,
you with a
the next
certified
time
check,
we
you
might
Yankee
see a
numbskull.
potential
Ain't
like blow
childbirth
your
just the
mind.
most beautiful miracle
I'm
on earth? Seems a
thinking,
lady
and I
can give
could
birth
be
monkeys,
wrong. I'm
after all.
thinking if they keep the number thing with the PlayStation, I'm thinking PlayStation 7, PlayStation 8. That's when you're gonna see some real, because that's when it's gonna be damn near close to 20 something teraflops. That's when you can blow your mind.
Yeah.
You're gonna see it. ZZ said he was gonna pop on at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Just get back on the bloody horse.
Wait, for Big Money, you're saying that's like 15 years from now.
I thought you wanted to drive.
Yeah. Yeah. That's when you gonna see the
Today would be
big.
nice,
Cause
Morgan.
just like bro, when I first got my
Are we going there?
PlayStation 1, bro, and I used to look at those Pixars. I was telling myself, I was like, "Ooh, we gonna get graphic." And look what it took. It took to the PlayStation 4 for us to constantly get those type of graphics, and that took about close to 10 years, 10,
All right.
12 years. That's why I
Get this
told you,
over
bro, the
with.
next time you see some mind-blowing shit, it's gonna be on some PlayStation 7, PlayStation 8 shit. You're not gonna get that right now. Like I told them, we got the technology. It just costs too much to buy for them the product to put out there and for us to sell. If they made a console with 20 something, you know that shit gonna cost about $30,000 to make. So of course, you know you won't get the simplest shit. That's what you get.
What?
I told them mind blowing. Hell, now you're not gonna get no mind blowing. No.
Burns faster than kerosene, that stuff. Said it'd be fitting, she did. All I'm thinking is how about I try fitting my boot up your hook now, just snotty old bitch.
Jose really picked the right fella for
I
Ted
agree with you.
Commander, didn't he?
There's a PC that handles if that CG. Look at for them to do that CGI, you should see the computer they use to do that CGI.
I'm all for sticking up to rich folks. I hate rich folks. They're really very.
That's like a $25-$30
Jose knows what he's doing.
computer, dual graphics card, video Quattro 6000s,
Easy.
huge ass amount of RAM, and just to create that CGI.
Now we're on this fool's
Yeah,
errand,
bro.
which I'm
You
very
have the
much
shit to
looking
run in
forward
real
to, by
time.
the way.
With what?
They was saying old man Greg's
bugging.
doing security after that business at the saloon.
Bro, like I said, I think, like I had talked to somebody before, bro, and they was like, man, maybe you just didn't explain it to them well. But like, I think they don't get what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying that the graphics are going to get better, but I'm talking about that leap. We're not getting that leap like we used to get from PlayStation 1 to PlayStation 2, PlayStation. The biggest leap was the PlayStation 2 to PlayStation 3. We're not going to get that type of leap anymore. I mean, we're not getting that shit no more. It costs too much money to get realistic graphics. Realistic glass. I'm talking about the next time I think we're going to get mind blowing is when we really cannot tell if that's a video game or not. That's when you really can't tell. It's almost there, but you can tell a video game. Like most people can tell if something is a video game. So it's gonna be a while, bro. It'll be a little minute.
Yeah, you can get the motion now, pretty much. I mean, the animation. I mean, they got to still work on that, but the photorealism, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a minute, bro. It's gonna be a minute.
What's up, Big Money?
What's up, fam?
What's up? How's it been, man? How's it been?
I've been good, bro. I'm just chilling.
What do you think of the xCloud situation?
When you come out, far as it,
not being on iOS.
Gray's English.
Oh,
You not worried about them Grays.
In what sense?
Well, they knows you.
Hey man, Microsoft, bro, they management team. I don't know, bro. They make some weird decisions, man. They make some real weird decisions.
Stop us from getting into a fight before we're ready.
I will try.
Yes. Try and do an impression of a human being.
I'm not going to go that far. We're here. Stay out of sight. I'll do the talking.
Oh shit. Shit's going down.
What you want, boy?
There was a thing at the saloon.
What you talking about?
I'm mad as fuck, bro. I didn't.
You're not the usual driver.
Order this
You want a bottle,
goddamn
friend? Here.
Avengers, damn.
Have a wee drop.
Damn, I'm mad,
I'm
bro.
new.
And you only got to tonight to play it, right? You gotta wait
I've
till
come from
29 to open back up.
in Ireland.
You don't say.
I got an Xbox. Don't Xbox get it
They
next
said
week?
you'd understand
14.
that some kind of
14,
incident at
yeah.
the saloon in town.
You gonna double
I was
dip?
told to bring this up here. Ask
I'm
no
a double
questions.
dip.
I'll tell
I'm
you
a
no
double dip.
lies. Sort the business.
But I gotta get my Spider-Man.
Before the officials
Gotta
got
play
there,
my
they said.
Spider-Man.
Okay.
I got
Oh,
you.
Grab
that's
this way.
what-
I'll show you
Before
how
I
to get
bring it
there.
up
Thank
to
you,
Noah
friend.
and Post
Have a
and
drink.
Infamous,
Sean.
because I told him because I'm a dude coming back to gaming, boss. I had left for the PC world and Mac doing video editing and networking, so and family, wife, ex-wife, blah blah blah. So I'm coming back. The reason I came back because they started to resemble current chips I'm seeing. I'm seeing good amount of RAM. I'm like, all right. And I had a PS2. That's when I left. I didn't purchase the Xbox. That's when I was falling out of this shit. So I told them to sell me on it. Everything I got the point with their power and what they were trying to sell me on.
Just
even
over
though
here.
Post went to this machine learning, like
straight down
Sony's
the
not gonna
path
have it.
here. It's getting
I don't believe that, but we can't prove it yet because no one said that, right?
And they said they was looking for
I
more
sell
drivers
me
in
on. So
town.
they kept
I
talking
jumped
about
at the
games. I
chance.
don't go by
I never
games.
been a
I want
fella to kick a bit
new
of honest
gen, next
walk out
gen
of bed.
games. I'm not going back to some old
So,
games.
you
So of
folks
course you
been
heard
having a
Halo,
hard time
Gears,
of it,
Forza.
have you?
And they give a nice little
Mr. Gray's
list.
got a
Medium,
heap
which
of
is going to be on
problems right now with
PS5.
another family around
Now,
here.
guys, but all those
Bunch of
games you
covetous
mentioned, gentlemen,
lowdowns trying to
except for
sabotage
Halo,
his
Gears, and
livelihood.
Forza, some of them going to be delayed anyhow.
Dear, oh dear,
They're
I'm
2
sorry
years
to hear
out,
that,
so you're
Hamish.
telling me to buy a
Sounds like you
PS5 and
definitely
2 years later
deserve that
buy
drink.
Series X.
You
And
don't
then I
know
even
that.
got influencers to say, well, you're building the PC
Listen
too,
there.
right? I said, yep, so just play on PC.
Yeah, right, yeah.
I said, 'cause that's how the Game Pass shit came back around. I don't know. So, and to be honest, PS5 is giving you a shiny new feeling.
You can
A
unload
new
it here.
controller.
In here?
The controller does new different things that that last generation didn't have, and their competitor doesn't have. It's like a new Christmas feeling I'm getting. And I'm a Gran Turismo nut, so everybody likes Forza. I like Gran Turismo. But anyway,
Yeah.
I like to tweak my cars far, far, far out. I'm kind of knowledgeable in that shit. But they don't give me a reason why to buy it in the next 2 years. They really don't.
Yeah, bro. Like, hey, I know J-Dub had talked about. We talked about this a couple of days ago, and I was telling them like, I think it's gonna be a 3-to-1 ratio when the consoles do come out. I think it's gonna be a 3-to-1 because I think a lot of Xbox people that that was going to get an Xbox, they gonna hold off a while. So I think like the numbers are gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna really be crazy. But I always buy all the consoles when they come out, but I still think like Sony is gonna smash them, bro. Those first six to 12 months gonna smash Xbox. It's gonna be ridiculous.
I tend to agree with you, boss. I tend to agree with you. Yeah, part of it, if we in and out, Manhattan's working, and I'm working too, so we work on the computer. So bear with me if I take a second to respond back to you.
It's okay.
The horse is like a swift one, do they?
Excuse me?
Nothing. It's grand.
Sorry, I had to mute you for a while, man. I'm unmuting you now.
Quite a place you boys have got here. Reminds me of one of them big houses out in Donegal. Real fancy places they was, Hamish. Real fancy. Because if some folks got all the money, they can build quite the fanciest places imaginable, Well, the average man sups on shite, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Oh! Somebody's getting stabbed.
Come on, Arthur. What are you playing at?
I was enjoying the
What you playing,
monologue.
bud?
I'm glad I'm not your brother.
Where?
Let's get on with
Red Dead II.
I'm not the one who was dawdling.
The next day.
Okay. You can hold up in here till it gets dark.
Electric Blue. Citizens on patrol. On the move.
Wait, did you say citizens on the patrol?
I know that's not a 2, that's a 4. I think that was Police Academy 4, but yeah. Red Dead Redemption 2, Porky's Revenge.
out there. Here's how I feel we should deal with things.
No, the next day, that was Porky's 2.
Head over to the dry bar.
Porky's 2 the next day. That's why I always use that.
I'm gonna
Red
deal
Dead
with
2
the
the next
fields
day.
themselves. We coat everything in moonshine, and then we light things up with these little fellers here. Thankfully, it ain't rained, and that old barn over there should go up like a torch.
How many of these boys you think you need?
This should do it. Let's head out the back. Look, once they get wind of us, there'll be no turning back, so move quickly.
Of course. I'm rebel stock, boy.
Whoa.
I was born burning
That
down
horse
manor
was
houses.
having an epileptic fit.
someone coming on the left.
Big Money, what you over there watching?
Oh, I'm looking. I'm just looking at this. I'm looking at YouTube. It's the story about the hunter. I didn't know she was on Soul Train.
What you got there? Tools,
Is this?
okay.
I don't know if you know who Heather Hunter is. She was a porn star, black porn star in the '90s.
I'm well aware who Heather Hunter is, brother. I'm 46, brother.
Let's get this job done first, okay?
I didn't know she was on Soul Train.
We'll
Man.
take
I did
care of
not
this,
know
fella.
that.
She dancing?
Yeah, she was a dancer on Soul
Oh,
Train.
wow. Okay.
Yeah, she was there.
Well, I mean, they're
from
basically
90
extras, so anybody could be in them fucking things, honestly. They kind of get picked out, you know.
Yo, big shot.
She said,
Yo, big money.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on with your PlayStation brethren, dog?
Oh, man.
What happened now? What?
You got turned into that.
I ain't talking about your PlayStation, brethren. Not all of them, but some of them in this Discord, bro. So have you played the new Avengers?
I haven't played it yet. Yeah, I'm mad
No.
as hell off of that.
Well, I'm
What
telling you now,
is
bro,
up
that
with
shit
all
is
these bots
fire,
constantly
dog.
complaining about them all the
That shit
time?
fire. But what my point is,
You be doing
these
that a
dudes
lot
in here
lately.
like Fall Guys. You know what I'm saying? Just like, man, Fall Guys is like the greatest thing known to man, bro. But they calling Avengers trash. What happened?
Somebody call it.
Who's calling it trash, though?
PlayStation guys in this Discord. Maybe except for like,
Oh,
I wouldn't even call Shakedown a PlayStation guy. But
Yeah.
most of the
If they're,
PlayStation.
if they're not playing it and it looks like trash to them, they're gonna call it trash. Hey, you got Rain and fucking Vaughn to pull up on it, and they like the game, so that's a win. You got some, yeah, you got some ponies
But
to
I'm saying,
admit
though,
it's a
bro,
good
like,
game.
What's going on? What happened to the days of actually like trying the game out before you?
I don't know.
Because they're talking shit. I don't know.
Like,
That's what you should have led with, Noah.
The kids.
What happened to the days of
oh
people?
no, I wanna I wanna put some pressure on Big Money, dog, because he's because I know what fashion he claims, but nah, though. I mean,
Hey,
the
man,
real-
you know what, bro? A lot of them, like, bro, I don't be knowing what's be going on with a lot of people, bro. I've never. Well, I guess it's different for everybody because I've never been that type of person that actually I judge the game by looking at it, but I at least played it before
too,
I
bro.
made my final judgment. You know
I have
what
my
I'm saying?
initial impression, like, man, that doesn't
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I want to say.
But I can't call something. And if I say it's trash, I might be saying, nah, you know what I'm saying? That's something I'm gonna be, interested in playing. But for these guys, bro, like the style of game it is, and some of the games that they hyped up in the past, like God of War and stuff like that, like if you like God of War, it's highly likely you'll like this Avengers game. Based on me playing it. Outside of the looter stuff, because it plays a little like Destiny, like when it comes to like grinding for gear, stuff like that. But as far as combat, it's very close to like an action game like God of War. But my thing is, people are just like shitting on it without even playing it. Like they looked at it and just said, and they just wrote it off as a Marvel Ultimate Alliance clone. Like, and it's nothing
all
like.
the game, hey, man, had all the games that like Grounded. I played Grounded. I played Sea of Thieves. All the games that I'd be like, oh man, that ain't no good. I at least played them. I played them for like a couple of hours. You know what I mean?
respect that. I respect
played
that.
it. Yeah.
I respect that, but play what you like, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you played it and you didn't like it, can't. I'm not gonna say, nah, nigga, you need to play that shit until you like it. Nah, fuck that. But no, you get the.
I'm like that too, bro. I can't get with a motherfucker that all you do is look at the game and say it's trash. You haven't played it, yeah.
Yeah, bro, you don't get the experience of playing the game by watching someone else play it. It doesn't work that way, bro. If that's the case, then we should just all watch Blu-rays of people playing games, popcorn in hand. You got people literally talking about they've experienced the game after watching somebody stream.
Nah,
What you talking about, Noah?
He's
Just,
complaining about ponies again.
nah, just, I'm being real, just in general. Community,
Oh.
every show has to be, every game and every show has to be trash. Like,
Oh yeah.
bro, like, y'all niggas, like,
And compared to the previous one.
yeah. Like,
Yeah.
these niggas really make it hard to be excited for anything.
I know. Like, bro, we were not talking about that state of play the week leading up until like the night. The day that state of play happened, I came in the Discord to play a game. Vaughn came in and said, "Hey, you want to watch that?" What? I didn't even fucking really know about it. Really, I mean, I wasn't paying attention. We watched it, and all of a sudden Z is on streaming about it. So like,
one thing I realized, bro.
Forgot about it.
One thing I realized, y'all gotta understand, like, it's a lot of this shit is just like psychological shit, right? I took psychology and philosophy, like, not to be on one of those people, but that shit taught me so much about fucking human in general. This shit, this shit gives purpose to a lot of motherfuckers. This gaming shit, it gives them meaning, like to their whatever boring ass life that they're living or whatever. I don't know, but it gives them some sort of meaning. Like they keep doing it because it's like that's how they interact. Like you know,
that is the definition of geek fandom.
Right. Some of them don't really have nothing going on outside of this. Like this is all they literally have, and then it's a way for them to like vent, or they going through some shit. So this console war shit, you know, makes them, you know, feel happy about something. Like it's weird, it's toxic, but trust me, like it's not like some people really do, like, you know, they actually believe in this shit, like for whatever reason, whatever they're going through in life.
You know what? Bro, the bad side about that is when you make real life decisions off of that shit, because like, bro, and I ain't gonna say no names. It's actually people that don't want you as a friend because of the console you play, and that shit bothers. I'm like, what?
That's right, exactly.
Yeah, but that is crazy, dog.
Because if that's the case, like, you know, because the dumbest thing is that as much as we all talk shit, right, and they know what's Xbox do, I'm at PlayStation do, like, and I look at dudes, I'm like, bro, you do realize we literally all come in here and play games together, like, and y'all motherfuckers, like,
bro, they think
it's funny,
after
like,
the show, we fighting shit, like
I'm like, it's like, the irony is that they call us toxic, then I'm like, wait, me, Noah, Z, post up, we constantly play games even though we talk shit, like, that's why I be confused, like, I'm like, y'all call us toxic, but we play games with each other, it doesn't even matter what console it is at the end of the day, bro, like, regardless your preference. Like, but these dudes will block you. They would never talk to you. Like, and it's like sometimes I just sit back, like, man, some of y'all really taking this shit to the heart. Like, I know dudes who got like Sony TV, Sony phone, and I'm like, bro, like, that's obsession right there, man. I don't know what to tell you. Like, you kind of obsessed with a whole company. Like, yo, it's like you might want to like seek out help, bro. Like, you feel me? Shit like that. To me, I look at you like, I don't know, man. Like,
you might want to seek out help, bro. Get some counseling.
Yeah, bro.
For real, that shit is crazy, bro. That shit is really crazy, bro. Like, cause sometimes, like, I've been on a lot of shows, bro, and I be thinking, like, with this one, when we go on show, we know what we doing. We're entertaining. We know what we doing. A lot of these motherfuckers I've been in shows with, that shit is like that behind the cameras too, and I'm like, man, what the fuck? What the fuck did I get myself into? Like, this shit is for real to them. Like, nah, bro. I'm like, bro, this shit is crazy, man. The motherfuckers be like, man, I don't see how you be kicking it with them. Kicking it with who? Them Xbox dudes. Like, what? Are you serious?
Say word, they be doing this.
Man.
Big money, say word. Say word, they be like that.
Nah, they do, yo, bro. Trust me, man. They really be doing that. Like,
they do.
Hey,
they do.
Hey, bit money. Hey, bit money.
Yeah.
I'm gonna post some tweets. All this from yesterday from a certain individual. I don't have no problems with this individual, bro. But we was having a discussion last night, bro. And the thing we were trying to determine, bro, like, are you pro PlayStation or are you just anti Xbox? You know what I'm saying? Like, look at this. This is all in a matter of like hours, dog. Some of them within the same hour. Like, bro, dog. Some niggas, bro, like, do you wake up with Xbox? Even though you're a PlayStation guy,
Did you? Wow, Sick posted that.
yeah, all day long, bro.
Wait a minute. Where you put it at?
I was in the
Sick
Discord.
just donated to me.
Okay.
Light her up.
I ain't trying to clown. Oh, I might be a little bit, but I'm just saying though, bro. Like, you're so anti one. You're more anti one platform than pro the other. You know what I mean? Like, dog. And I understand some of them are even do it for show. I guess I'm thinking it might be for the show. I assume so. I don't know.
I be hoping it. I hope it be like that too. I do.
I'm gonna say this. It's not. One thing I learned, like again, not to be on like you know, come on, shit, right?
Like,
you can tell when somebody actually means it, right? And you can literally tell. You can actually. I listen to Six Humor. He's not joking. Like he's literally not joking. He's basically a Kid Smooth, right? You can tell this shit. They're very passionate about it, but they don't understand that it's bad. Like it's bad. Like it's like you know it. You see the right motherfuckers. That's like
Yeah.
Like that's what they are. They're basically like a version of them in the gaming community. You see people they're like fucking fanatic. But it's actually dumb in the game. Like they're not joking about this. They actually take this shit serious.
Yeah, you got this gaming center. You're always gonna get your crazy people.
Like,
No, man. I know people are crazy, but
I mean, magically bro. Try out everything like me. Like I'll try out Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo. Like it don't bother me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just like I said, bro. I just don't be wanting people to take that shit and turn it into real life matters, man. You don't choose your friends, anybody off of a console you play. You don't. That right there, that's scary. When you start doing that shit like that, I'll be like, oh hell no, I can't do it. Like this is just too much. Like you taking it way too serious. When you start talking about you gonna beat a motherfucker up for the console they play, like what the fuck?
God damn.
Bruh,
Hey, bro, I real talk though. I feel, bro. I'm concerned for the safety of some of these industry executives, bro. Like Phil Spencer and Herman Holmes. Like I think one of these fanboys might literally try to harm one of them dog over a goddamn console.
They might pull up on the. No, they might pull up to the Xbox place or whatever and just.
I demand to Steve Field.
That's some scary shit. But you know how y'all be hearing that shit? Like I just be thinking that Phil and them be just.
The wagon we saw come in earlier. We can nick the horses from that.
Is that big money?
Alright, where is it? This way.
To me, it's like they all gonna have games that appeal.
What's fucked up is that these motherfuckers is just friends. Like these execs, they make business decisions all the time. Behind the back end.
They probably
they go out to play. These dudes go out to play golf together. They go out to big
lunch and all that.
buddy, man. But bro, you fight way harder than the general.
You know what I think, right?
Yeah,
bro. No, you said it's perfect, but that's exactly what happens. It's almost like in every fandom, right? The CEO is making their money, taking their family on a vacation, enjoying life. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here arguing with people across the world, like ready to kill somebody, and the CEO don't even know you exist. Like the fuck.
Did you see that Sick Humor song? Like a Mark Cern.
Yeah, Mark Cern, Yoshida, like they don't know any of these motherfuckers, bro. No, can they care? Their job is to deliver, make money, go see their family, take them out on vacation, and you out here, bro, you broke as fuck. You over here arguing with people all over the place, bro. Chill out. Like,
yeah, bro. No, them execs do not care on that level, bro. They just want to be profitable and do a good job, so they can.
Sony hired Jim Ryan to make money because that's what he do. He's a businessman. Jim Ryan comes in. He ain't asked, what if the pony's gonna feel? He don't give a fuck about your feelings. He said, yo, look, you're a businessman. We saw your track record. You know how to make money. We want to hire you, make money. He comes in. He's like, all right, if you want to get me how to make money, I'm going to make you money, right? I'm not here to worry about nobody's fucking feelings. And he's doing it. He built PSN. Spider-Man runs fine. He's putting games on PC. He's bringing up. I'm telling you, his job is to make money. He doesn't give a fuck about nobody's feelings. Like, that's why I be looking at some people in the gaming community when they crazy. I'm like, bro, Sony is a company, and their job is to make fucking money. They're not really here
to make
Microsoft.
money.
Right, their job is to make money. Like, bro,
Hey, Videlli, Parker ain't in here. Sorry.
Videlli, he be hiding from Parker?
Be back, man.
Yeah, he's in my chat. Said saying something to Parker.
Be back, man.
Parker.
My break ended, yo. Be
Yeah,
back
get
on
your
with
ass
y'all.
out of here. Stop complaining about ponies.
I ain't getting no calls, son.
Who cares?
Where's Fidelli?
You be lying.
Where's Fidelli? Fidelli be dodging Parker, bro. Fidelli don't be trying to argue.
You know what be hiding is Yo Dega.
All right, let's go.
Oh yeah, what happened to him?
He was over in the other trap for a while.
Follow me.
I think Zeke called him yesterday. Played.
Yeah, he was playing.
You don't really show up though. I don't know. I don't know if it was stuff that show that happened. I doubt it. They don't care about all that shit.
Straight out the main gate.
They don't really get into all of that shit. Like,
But no, the night before, I just bring it up because like, the night before the Xbox shit, I was streaming. I was even here playing something, and it was him, Tsunami, and Post Up, and they were all going on about how tomorrow's gonna change everything. Oh shit, the narrative's gonna change. These ponies are gonna be mad, hiding, all this crazy shit. Like, I just let him talk, you know. I'm just like listening, getting the audio. Yodega came in with that shit, like 3 a.m.
What was Joe Dacus saying?
Oh, he's like, it's funny how these narratives change. Tomorrow, you know, basically he was like hyping up like how the next day everything's gonna change, and then the narrative from ponies is gonna be that power don't matter and graphics don't matter, you know, because he was really betting on that whole Halo thing, and then they had all these fucking extra games to show, and like,
yeah,
they're gonna have no less than 4 new IPs of AAA.
Yeah,
you know, that kind of. All of them were on that shit.
I mean,
you know?
for some people,
they said they weren't gonna settle. They weren't gonna settle. Play Rosie was like that too.
I think I don't know. Maybe
I'm not settling. Hell no. Tsunami even said that at one point, which is he's so full of shit.
Like, I don't. It's supposed to be.
But then Yodega hasn't been seen since. He hasn't been in here since then.
The other end.
Yeah, that was my point. Yodega hasn't
that's why
been
I was just
on.
saying, like, all that. Is Big Money talking? Because I can't hear him.
Oh, I got to turn post up.
No,
Big Money, I can't hear you.
You can hear me now?
But anyway,
Can't
that was
hear
my
me?
post about Yodega.
You might want to back out. Big Money.
I can hear him.
I heard you, bro.
Oh.
Heard you.
He just cut down a little bit. All right.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what were we saying, Big Money, about how people take you serious or whatever?
Y'all hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, he might be cutting out a little bit or something. That's why.
It's just crazy how people be serious like that. That's all.
Okay.
That's the thing. People be surprised. You know how many people, like in general, has some sort of psychological issue and they don't know? Like, a lot of people really do. Like, it took me a minute to understand. Like, when I say like mental illness, people assume that like I'm talking about like like you gotta be in like a fucking straitjacket, like an asylum or something. I ain't talking about the mental illness is you know, it comes in a lot of different forms. You just may not notice it. Obsession, when you're obsessed with something, that would be considered like a mental illness. Like people don't understand that. And psychologists would tell you that overly obsessing something can cause a mental illness.
I think we lost him.
Like pretty much it's a mental illness. That's why I be telling. I look at motherfuckers when they obsess over this shit. This
Interesting
console
little
war
fight
shit.
don't
It's
just
like,
put us into the middle of here.
bro, yo, it
I
doesn't
hope
matter.
him and
really.
Jose are right and that there's some money at the end of
But
it.
the only thing is that that's
Well,
why I
now?
don't want to be emotionally attached
Head on
to
back
any
to
of these
camp.
companies and shit. Cause
You coming?
you know, it's the same. I always tell myself because these companies don't really care about your feelings. Like they care about your money, but not your feelings.
Well, guess I'll see you later then.
Hey, we have a responsibility as the older
Right, because I
people
remember Kid Smooth
for
was
the
getting
little
upset.
kids.
He was getting
for the
upset
children.
because Microsoft didn't give him something. He was really upset at Microsoft. Like he tweeted, he was like, "Oh, I'm surprised I didn't get into this beta of whatever." I guess because he feel like, you know, he does all this capping on Twitter that Microsoft owe him something. You know what I mean? And when he didn't get in, he was upset at them. I was like, bro, why do you feel like? Why do you feel that they owed you anything? Like, I don't understand that mentality. They don't owe you anything. Like, they literally don't owe nobody anything.
He was trying
Well,
to ride the coattails.
that means you do owe them.
He was trying to be a hype man in the rap term and didn't get a paycheck.
Right. Right, pretty much.
Well, I mean, I think you could tell that about Kid Smooth immediately, not just his obsession, but the fact that he's left before, so-called left. You know, like stop making videos. I had to stop making videos. I had to get off Twitter. That's a sign, you know, of like you do shit too much, where you know you're like it's fucking with your life and you have to fucking like get off of it, or it's gotten too hot, or whatever the fuck your case is, you know.
Right.
Because that should be a fucking no-brainer. Like, you should just be able to just stop and like, you don't have to fucking announce it. Hey, I'm retiring from making videos and podcasts.
Come on, like I prefer the Xbox One X. It's my primary platform right now. But is it like you don't really see me be capping and all that shit? Like, come on, come on.
What you want?
It's ridiculous.
Come on, son.
It is ridiculous how some people be capping for this shit.
I just found a real hobo. I'm on the hobo mission.
They go.
I'm at Hobo Junction. I'm the only one that knows what Hobo Junction is.
Useless.
They go freaking hard.
I wasn't born
That's
to
some real
this.
underground
I
rap
didn't
shit.
deserve this. I used to be a gentleman. Jeremiah Compson.
Oh wow, he even talks like the stereotypical hobo.
That's anything.
But I'm able to
boast
call
about.
out the flaws of Microsoft. Like,
Who did?
example, you know,
Hey,
people have been saying,
what
"Oh,
did
Microsoft's
they
been
take?
pro-consumer, but yet
A whole
they're
way of
charging
living a
people
career.
online for about
I stole a lot
$100.
of things, but that's quite a lot to steal.
I mean, wouldn't that be considered anti-consumer?
Mud.
I'm sorry.
I mean, depending on who, you know, depending on the person, you can be considered
My old house.
anti-consumer.
The house my grandfather built. It's all dilapidated and destroyed, repossessed by the bank.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Damn, this is a thunderstorm.
Different
Holy crap.
life.
Me too.
If only I could get my old things back. Personal mementos, a watch, old pistol, my ledger.
Where's this house again?
Compson's Stead, north of Scarlet Meadows.
Manhattan, the truth of the matter,
I can't go near
a lot of people need
I'm living rough over by
counseling
Harris
and don't
Field.
even know it.
Well, if I'm ever out that
a lot of
way, I'll
people
see
do.
what I
Like,
can do.
that's why I don't.
Shit, I feel I'm healthy and I need counseling. Anybody could use it, honestly.
Why do you think I mute everything? I have Twitter muted. I have the Discord
shit.
muted. I mute everything. Like when it comes to revolve around any of this shit, I mute it just because. Like I don't.
I
really
do that
like,
in YouTube because I use YouTube a lot. I mean, I even like to listen.
Discord. I got
Like
everything.
if I don't want to download it, like last couple days I was listening to because I don't have it on my phone, you know. I just listened to like John Lennon's first solo album, you know, shit like that. But I blocked channels, like whole channel. Like when that fucking Captain Marvel shit was going down, bro. If you're in geek culture and then you start getting bombarded with all these alt-right, you know, all the geek channels that want to put their politics into it, and they're all like,
yeah.
It's all about complaining about SJWs and shit. Bro, I had to fucking eat that shit. I mean, it was spam at one point. Like all of them at the same time, all of a sudden they're just like trashing Captain Marvel, and like a year after Last Jedi came out, they were still talking about it and complaining about it. And I was like, I just had to start blocking them channels. It just was like, we get it, okay? Crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do the same shit. Just, you know, not really on Twitter. I haven't had that problem yet, but it kind of sucks though, because then I end up blocking a lot of, you know, probably.
Yeah.
In my algorithm, I'm not getting.
Twitter muted just because I don't want all that console war shit. I don't want nobody tagging me in anything.
Yeah, like I used to watch a lot of that movie shit. Like I'd watch Collider videos and like, you know, but then it just started getting really weird, and like John Campia is all of a sudden like an asshole, and I even don't want to see his videos anymore. It's like even in the movie, the movie fan community like got real toxic, you know.
Right. Everything.
As well as games.
I think everything has, you know, toxicity in it. Like it doesn't matter what it is. It just exists everywhere.
And I get the pushback to these corporations because they are the way they've handled the transition into being more you know, making these corporate mandates where we say, oh, we got a female this, female that, female-led superhero movie, blah 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 blah. I get the pushback to it, but it was overboard.
Right, people
completely fucking overboard.
I think the problem is the people you rather do it, right? Because I think the problem becomes it's like, look, everybody, we're making a movie and then we're gonna make a female the role. I'm like,
yeah,
fine,
but my thing is,
do it.
My thing is these fucking movie companies and shit like that, they've always been this way. They always feed into whatever is fucking like a trend. It was trendy a few years ago to be like, let's start making movies that are throwback to 80s, where it's all manly movies. You know what I'm saying? They had that trend. It's just, this trend is just bigger, female led, and you know, pushing that out front. Oh, look at my little girl. She loves Wonder Woman. You know, and like that shit, which I don't have a problem with at all. But I already see a corporation as pandering in the first place.
I think the problem becomes,
what's the problem?
I think the biggest problem is it's the other people that feel the need also, like to push back. Right? There's nothing wrong with the pushback. It's how a lot of them go about it. Right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like
it's too far.
Like right, because
then they use it to make content out of, and to pander to the people that want to fucking, like, the real misogynists out there. They're pandering to them now at that point.
Right. So
it's
because
like,
right.
Talk about pandering. It's like,
so when it happens, you have some of these people who's like very misogynistic, will be like, a woman can't do this, a woman can't do that, a woman can't. Oh, it's gonna flop. Oh, it's gonna.
Yeah.
That's what the problem, because now when you start doing that, then you're gonna see other people that's gonna come out in bulk like, hey, now your reason is extremely stupid. I'm gonna go support the movie just because you're being hateful. Then the movie end up becoming successful because it's a reverse psychology. Like they play it. Well, like they do it. It's like sometimes they do it on purpose because they want that reaction from the people to get themselves, like, you know, to be noticed. And I sometimes notice that I'm like, and people fall for it because we're in a social media age and everybody's like, I'm gonna slam it. This I got like thousands of followers on YouTube. I got millions of followers on YouTube. I'm gonna make constant videos and we're gonna bombard it. I'm like, dude, you're giving it publicity.
Yeah.
Now so if you got millions of followers on YouTube, half of those people are gonna see this video and then they're gonna know about the movie. Most likely they're gonna watch it to criticize it.
Well,
But that's what that matters.
It's already hypocritical in the first place because you're using the movie's name, which is being marketed to like basically market your shit. So like you're gonna make videos constantly talking about Disney doing this and they're ruining Star Wars. You're using that fucking name in the first place. Like people are clicking on your shit because you're talking about a fucking a movie that's it's already in the eyes of people because it's being marketed that way. It's like you see it all the time. You see the logos. In fact, these people are using the assets that you get when you're in the press, which is funny. Like you're using the assets to talk about how bad whatever you're using. You get the Star Wars assets, the logos and the fucking pictures and all that bullshit. So you're it's just all weird. And it's like this toxicity that feeds on itself. And then I think the corporations in the end kind of like it to an extent.
Oh no, they do.
Because the negative is being talked. It's like
publicity.
It's all social media. Fucking, it's talked about. So then people want to go see the movie and check it out, depending on how well they market it, because it doesn't work all the time. Sometimes it does work. I think all the toxic shit. People go out to see it because they're fucking, they're curious.
I agree, but I just realized Post is in here. Post, you ain't got nothing to say?
I don't think he's here exactly.
He's probably eating.
Sorry, yeah, I don't think Post Up is actually here.
Chomp. He's eating a McRib. Chomp.
But people think like the new Crash game is like PS4 timed exclusive or whatever. Like, no, it's not. It's come on the Xbox.
But what?
People think that the new Crash game is like timed exclusive on PS4 and shit. Crash 4.
That's,
Crash 4. Yeah,
and that's Sony IP. That's I think that's Sony. That Sony owned Crash Bandicoot.
Well, it's coming on the Xbox.
Oh, okay.
Crash Bandicoot, you talking about? Different?
Yeah, the new one, the new Crash Bandicoot. Like people still think that's timed exclusive for some odd reason. Like I don't know.
I'm not sure. Maybe it is. I have no
idea. No. It's coming on the Xbox. It is.
That's fine. I mean, pretty soon Sony, Microsoft is going to start making games, start publishing it everywhere, like almost like third party would, to maximize their profit.
Mm-hmm. That'll break some of these fanboys' hearts. You know that, right, man?
Yeah. I don't really care, bro. When I don't care at the end of the day. Like I get to a point where I don't have any loyalty.
Am I sitting in the wrong place?
Excuse me?
I didn't mean any offense, sir. Please.
I don't get your meaning.
I'm
very
no
sorry,
fucking
sir.
corporation that don't
You
know
have
me.
yourself
Like,
a fine day, and I apologize
tomorrow.
for any offense I may have
Like,
inadvertently caused.
none of them is gonna know that anything happened. They still gonna move on with their lives.
Nothing at all.
Why are you acting so strange?
I don't mean to.
You know.
I'm sorry for any offense.
Yeah.
Could you?
I can't treat a corporation like a football team.
I have no idea. But I had no idea how I offended the last fellas. And they stole my wagon on account of my impudence.
Stole your wagon for back check?
They didn't like my medical practice, I suppose.
Hey, you're 100% correct.
I was helping.
That's that tsunami shit.
Popular? I was undercutting
Microsoft is my football team.
Or I was too colored.
You know,
I was irritating in nature.
everything they do, it's got to be, this the right decision.
Big city slicker here to demean some good old boys of my
The thing, that's why sometimes I look at
exact variety of my sins
that are like
some conjecture. So they
that are just
undercut
sitting
me.
there.
That ain't very nice.
Talk about anti-consumer. I was like, that sounds stupid.
Compared to the gutting,
a corporation
castration,
is going to
defenestration, and
what it has to
crucifixion they
do.
offered me.
Like, if you
I
choose
felt
to
I got
not
off lightly.
quote-unquote compete, then that's on
bunch.
you.
Yes.
But you forget, the goal is to make money. If they think by doing stuff exclusive makes money, they're going to do that. Like,
which way they go?
Here, when people
Down
say
the
that,
road,
like, oh,
that
this
way.
company is anti-consumer,
Stay
I'm like,
here.
bro, if you know you're not
Sort
going
of
to buy their
forced to.
product anyway, like, what the hell is the
don't
point
go
of that?
to any trouble on my account.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Are you looking for that fella's wagon?
Niggas love pissing in the wind, bro. Niggas love pissing in the wind.
right, it's like you were never gonna
Okay,
support them
thanks.
anyway, but now you're talking about they being anti-consumerish. I'm like, that's not how that works, man. Like, not even like, not to say you can't say anything because you're not supporting, right? Hey, nobody is technically anti. It's like it's really pro-consumer. No company is literally pro-consumer. Would be like, hey, we're giving away everything for free. Like, pretty much, like no, because companies is always gonna do things you're not gonna like. I mean,
Nobody here is a non-profit. Nobody here is a non-profit, right?
Right, exactly.
I think some people got this twisted between a non-profit and a corporation.
Yeah, corporations are not.
We need to send them back to business school, don't we?
Yeah, because when you say like anti-consumer, there's no such thing as an anti-consumer. If they have supporters, like, can you really call it anti-consumer? Because if the other fans is like, no, they're pro-consumer because I love what they're doing for me, can you really call it anti-consumer? Right? Technically, can you really call it anti-consumer? Because anti-consumer will really be that they doing something that go against everybody, right? But if somebody is saying I like it, can it really be anti-consumer? If it's benefiting other people, it may not be benefiting you, but if it's benefiting other people, can you really call it anti-consumer? That's what the question is. Like,
dead on it.
Because that's why I said corporations. When it comes to corporations, you can't really like they don't. It's no such thing as really an. It exists, but can you really call a corporation anti-consumer? Because the job is to make money. So when they make a business move, you either agree with it or not. You can't call it anti-consumer because you disagree with it. If other people agree with it, then it's really not considered anti-consumer. Then.
Yo, Manhattan. So.
Yes.
I'm kind of new to the Discord, but you know, I saw these people going hard back and forth, right? And I put a question. I was like, yo, how many of y'all got stock on the Eden company? Only got like 3 people. Shut up, and a couple people probably lied.
Wait, what? What was the question?
I asked them, how many of you got stock in these companies? Y'all going so hard, like you will actually make money with this. Which one of them
ain't got stock in nothing, bro?
I'm like, yo, stop going so hard if you ain't got no money invested here.
Right. Yeah, I don't even. A lot of them don't. That's the funny thing about it.
My bad, I'm on push to talk, but yeah, I think we need to get some business classes out to these people and some counseling, some numbers for them to call for counseling. 1-800-HELP ME. I'm an addict.
Yeah, man.
Oh man.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, I mean, I bought stocks in these companies, like, so, you know, I'm not.
I make
That's
sure to
why
test all my
for me,
goods
it's
for
like,
quality and defects. That's a
doesn't matter.
guarantee.
Like, when both of them do good, I do good.
I was gonna get some. I let Microsoft go some time ago because I needed some cash. And I was about to cop them right before this TikTok shit. I almost timed it right, but it jumped up too high for me, so I backed off.
I ain't gonna lie, AMD stock just skyrocketed. Like, holy shit, that shit is like 80. Like, wait, it's past $80. It's almost 90. I bought AMD when it was like almost 30, bro.
It's because of Intel and that chip situation. They try to big TSMC versus Samsung. And TMSC said they weren't going to budge on their price for the 7 nanometer, and so they had to go to Samsung for the 8 nanometer, and blah 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 blah. So that's all that's about. I should have known all that too. And then everybody's wondering about
Sold a few of those
NVIDIA's
to some
cards,
very
how the new
discerning
ones are,
customers.
how much are they going to be, and how fast are they going to be because of the processor problem. Well, that they created, and Intel stock is just Intel. I can't do Intel.
Good. See Mr. Banks across the way there? He ain't the friendliest at first. He's nice enough when you get to know him. You spend much time in the parlor house? Every time
Yeah,
I'm there,
I want one of these
thank
guns.
God I'm armed.
Oh, I gotta sell something. Forgot about that.
Cannot wait.
Oh,
to
you
give
can't
this a
sell
try.
anything to this motherfucker. Shit.
That gun seems to be well taken care of. Make sure you got enough rounds for it. That could really shine with some carbon in it.
I don't need any stupid.
Well, if that gun ain't shining, glad you take care of what's
Oh,
yours.
this shit is over.
Always good to have a full stock on ammunition. Looks like you're taking care of that weapon. Good to see. If you're serious about your shooting, you'll want to add sights to your gun. Interested in engraving some? Make that weapon your own.
I hate working on the weekends, man. It's some long ass, very long hours. I get these days off. Sometimes I wonder if it's worth it at all.
You need to clean
I
your
hate
weapon.
boss out.
Surprised if it's still fires.
Yeah, I've been working. I'm the new engineer on the totem pole. I've been working the weekends.
Make sure you got enough rounds
I
for
just
it.
try to get used to it, man. Try to get used to it.
Yeah, man.
That could really shine with some carbon in it.
Gonna be streaming.
I get 3 days off, so that's pretty good.
Gonna be streaming real soon.
What game you gonna be streaming? Crash Bandicoots?
No, I'm gonna be streaming like, Wii U, all sorts of stuff.
Oh, okay. How do you even stream from Wii? How do you even stream Wii U?
I got a capture card.
Oh, okay.
I'm quite skilled in customization.
I ain't got any of that shit.
Make your
You don't have a
munitions yours.
Oh, that's right.
I don't really stream.
Oh, okay.
Shit, not for me.
So yeah, you're gonna be in the stream.
Well, if that gun
Does
ain't
that bother
shining,
you? Does that bother
you
y'all or
take care of what's
anything? Or
yours.
Do I gotta sign an
go
NDA?
ahead.
You
you're
gotta
gonna be
Okay.
streaming?
No, go ahead.
I gotta sign an NDA. I'm all right.
We're in the live Twitch room. We're good.
Okay. Just making sure. That's all. Just making sure.
Hey, that's good. That's smart. Instead of just sneaking on motherfuckers.
Interested in engraving something?
Sneaking and
Make that
streaming.
weapon your
Sneaking
own.
and streaming.
You guys are cool. You guys are cool.
You've got a fine weapon, but I can make it even finer if you're interested.
Double action revolver.
You
think that's my main gun.
That gun seems to be well taken care of.
Nintendo Switch.
Well, if that gun ain't shining, glad you take care of what's yours. That gun seems to be well taken care of. Always good to have a full stock on ammunition.
Ugh, I'm tired, man. Sometimes I hate doing IT work. Just stressful, I'm not gonna lie, man.
Well, if that gun ain't
of
shining,
shit.
glad you take care of what's yours.
Yeah,
I can
I
improve
mean,
the accuracy
it
of
makes
that,
money, but it's just stressful. Give me a second.
Manhattan, which end you in? Oh, he done muted us up. Never mind.
I need to sell some of these guns. I've got too many.
Hello, you look hungry. Shop around. You'll be back.
All right, let's go. Come on, horse.
Yeah, you good, girl? You all right, girl? Okay, girl.
The heck is this? A picnic? Chewing tobacco.
How are you? It's one of those days.
How are you, ma'am?
Howdy.
Having fun, mister?
Oh. I have no idea what this place is. Oh, okay.
Got anything good for me by any chance?
Oh, this is guy you can sell
Looking
things
for a
to.
special
Okay.
something for a special someone?
Will you buy my guns? Oh, this is the fence guy. Okay. I got it. Fencing. Yeah, I thought there was only one in the whole map. It's not.
You got a decent eye for these things by the looks of it. Not bad, this. No questions asked.
All right.
Buck, you getting together? You selling them guns?
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't know who I can sell my guns to.
Thanks for your help.
Yo, R&B.
As long as you have the items I need.
Might have to look that up.
Let me know if you have anything you want to get rid of. You have a swell.
All right. Come on, horsey. It's about time I upgraded my horse too. He's kind of getting slow.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. All right.
Yo, Manhattan. I'm in networking. What you doing? IT.
I do network and support. I help troubleshoot both. Well, I don't do hardware because I'm not on site. So if it's a hardware issue, I get it on site. But normally, I do everything else, like including mainly like support users. I work remotely. So if they having issues with applications, it's a banking firm, so they have like indoor applications.
What the hell, man?
So most of my troubleshooting is like indoor applications. Also, Active Directory. We set that like administrative passwords for regular AD account. Right, for regular. Right. For regular AD account, and some people that have like admin's account, if their password expired, for whatever reason, they forget their admin password. I can reset those.
You work tickets or the phone or email? How you doing?
I could do both, but mainly I prefer to call people. I use ServiceNow. Log in tickets, but I also log like KB is like knowledge board. I update that for people on my team. So I go in there if I discover something. say there's a trend, right? Something is messed up, and I figure a way out how to like fix it. So I will create a knowledge board and let the team know. We have Microsoft Teams, so I just put in a chat like, hey, this is what you do to fix this issue, blah blah blah. So they don't have to be scratching their head trying to figure out like how to solve the issue. So once I solve it, I just let the team know. Like,
I got you. I got you.
right. Because I used to be on site, but I don't do that no more. Like, the hardware is like for the other people. Like, I do the building, things like that. Like, I'll push that up. Also push softwares to machines as well, into servers as well. That's one of the things I do. I push like software to servers and like PCs. It's pretty much like a bit of all around thing. Like sometimes people will call me and then it'll be like basic, basic like hardware issue, really. So, or what I also do is that I help out when a queue is like stacked, or like because we have a team, so the queue is stacked, and then there's like people waiting. I will hop in right to help them out, so we don't have people just like waiting and shit like that. Because the bank that we support is they're huge firms, so they have a place like all around the world, like all around the country. So people are usually call from all around and shit like that.
10-4, I got you.
Y'all doing a job in I'm talking like that's a job interview.
Yeah, and I also do like encryption for like hard drives and shit. Like, some people forget the encryption. I gotta like help them get that. So I have access to like all the encryption keys and password and shit. Huh?
What you talking about?
Like IT.
Is that what you? I know what IT is. You talking about that's what you actually do?
Yeah. Like, right, and I like encrypt their hard drives and shit. Like, also like make sure their antivirus software are up to date. I check to see who has the latest version. If not, I try to like push it, but I try to avoid doing certain shit because I hate when people be calling me. So I have to like try to like let them know through emails like I'm gonna be pushing this because it might fuck around and like slow down your work because it's a big update. The motherfucker's gonna be mad. Like, it's a lot of shit. Like, sometimes, like, I just be sitting here like it's a lot of shit to do. Like, not really regular like maintenance over the, like because bulk of my work is on the weekend because that's when we do the maintenance for like do updates and shit for a lot of applications. Yeah, other than that, like, I mean, shit cool and all, but sometimes I just be like, I don't know.
Hey man, who you talking to?
Huh?
Who you talking to?
Oh, I was talking to this nigga, big stud dude.
Big style. Hey, Clips, I'm streaming right now.
Okay.
I can't even hear this.
Oh no, I think he just muted his mic.
Oh.
He's not talking right now.
I was like, who the hell is he talking to? Like,
I just
I thought you was on the phone. I thought you was on the phone with somebody, like job.
Nah. I just noticed he muted his mic, so.
I was about to tell you, Manhattan, if they ever wanted to do employee reference, I give you my number. I'll lie like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Man, you the GOAT.
Shit, I do that shit. I do that. Yeah, employee reference. Yeah, I got mad at those shit, like, from my old job.
Nah, Cliff, we got in that conversation because I asked him, I'm in networking. And he said IT, so I just want to get a little more in depth what he was doing.
Oh, no, yeah, I was telling you, like, I push softwares and shit, too, like, servers. Like, on the weekends, we do maintenance and shit, so gotta update, like, certain things for, like, financial teams. If they use certain applications, we gotta keep it to date. And shit like that too, and also I gotta like work with T-Mobile because we have like service with T-Mobile or whatever on the weekends, usually on Zoom meetings with their tech team. You know, with their outages happen and shit, because you know people got iPhones, some of them they got T-Mobile and shit. So we gotta make sure we address those. Like, yeah, it's just like I do a lot of shit. Like it's not like specific thing. Like it just like now whatever comes in my way, they'll be like, hey, can you chip in? Like, and if you can, I just be like, it's whatever to me, man. What do you do exactly, Big?
Give me 5 seconds. I'm doing it right now. Give me 5 seconds.
That nigga writing codes and shit. Actually, like,
I'm worth of rising. Are you pussy?
It's okay.
Man, that's the best thing, bro.
You're okay.
Hey man, they forcing this brother to be
What?
a gamer.
Oh
Grit,
man.
And it's like, yo, you gonna
That's
you gonna play?
horseshit.
I told him, I'm like, bro, you gonna game, bro, when you here.
Oh, I was supposed to get
It's
on.
been a while since I played this Spider-Man game.
Yep.
Which one?
The Amazing Spider-Man 2 on the Wii U.
Not again.
Bugging.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
This is horseshit.
Slow it up. Yep. Yep. Yeah.
Why do I have a sniper?
I mean, I'm working. If I get off, I'll hop on.
Yep.
Me. I actually hop on.
I got bored of Destiny 2 shit. I was playing with some homies and shit.
Nah, when that 60 frame come out, bro, we definitely gonna be playing that shit. Trust me. Like, you don't understand.
Yeah.
Like, when that 60 come out, bro, you gonna see everybody and their mother gonna be playing that shit. But they gonna be behind all. Like, I got them guns, so I don't know about seeing them niggas. I'm like, y'all wait until they hit 60, but you forget. You act like all the motherfuckers is gonna have the top guns and shit.
Leave it alone, won't you?
Yeah, but Bungie already said
What the hell you want with this thing?
That's fucking dumb.
It's basically to continue the meta, so you won't be something the same meta.
Right. Oh yeah.
I don't see how like people actually but you know what thing? Like people got to play this shit, they don't even take this shit. Like all people
Yeah, oh yeah. It is. Oh man, look, you want to leave the country, man. Shit. I'm bored being in the United States, man. Some real shit.
Oh yeah, man. What I do, I work for a major internet company.
Yeah.
And I basically watch the back end routers all the way up to what your modem connects to what we call a header. It's called a CMC.
Yeah.
I'm watching traffic, ports, figs. Some teams, I don't have to worry about security because it's a national team, but I cover my region.
You know
Chicago
don't you?
to Louisiana, all the way over to Charleston, back down. to the Keys.
Look who it is. I did not count
Don't-
on
the
seeing
Northeast
that
is all
rag in the
separate. Where
kid.
you at?
No,
all
you
separate.
for that matter.
And
Only
the West
people
is handled
you
by
won't
another
be seeing
side.
are the folks that
Yeah, I got the Central.
I
and
take it they
South.
aren't the only ignorant bullying clodhoppers in these parts.
So if
But
we have a big
after
outage,
living
if it's a
glorious
fiber
hope,
cut, we gotta find it. I roll the teams.
it wasn't a trouble now, was it?
We work tickets, a little bit of a lot of emails, and
let me give
a
you
little bit of
something
calls
for your
from our head
pleasure. What we got here.
Manhattan's like, we don't give a
Provide
fuck
man
over here on this
attention.
side.
It'll be well for a day.
He's
Yeah,
about
we
to
have a
drop.
lot of-
Oh.
You're having a lot of
I'll make
outages
sure
and
to
shit,
try and
man.
make this.
I
Thank
don't
you.
know why.
Thank you.
I mean,
It won't work for anything chronic, but you may not need it to.
but that'd be with the
Well,
network team though.
See me
I
on
don't
my
know. They be
travels and
doing-
you're in need of something? Make
I
sure
don't
you
know.
come and say
Sometimes that
hello.
should be with
Travel
that'd be
safe
with
now.
T-Mobile. Like it's, I see it. Like I go in the queue and I see it, and I was like, severe level 1. Holy shit! Like, and I looked through. I was like, you know what? So yeah, I be seeing that shit, man. But yeah, I mean, I see that. Sometimes I just be sitting here like, yo, this shit is draining. I ain't gonna lie.
Well,
It has
you should
my
take a
moments.
console there to work.
It has its moments because I don't mean to cut you off, Buck. I'm sorry, but yeah,
Nah.
it has its moments.
Like,
You do it like Noah does.
I guess it's probably Sunday or, but matter of fact, I think it's probably because I'm working from home. If I was in the office with my team, I have a lot of fun. Like, to be honest with you, I have more fun. Like, I guess it's just like just working from home. So that's what it is. What you said about Noah, Buck?
You should do like Noah. You take a console, set it up in your office.
I mean, Noah lives like 5 minutes away from his job.
Yeah, but when he's at his job, he fucking plays games sometimes.
I think Noah's working from home. Didn't he say that?
I don't know. Is he?
I thought he said that.
I'm pretty sure he's got an Xbox at his office
So you can be like Green.
as well.
Just cat,
Nah,
don't
but
play.
yeah. Hey yo, man, we trying to
Pretty
forcing
sure.
Grid into a gamer, bro. He don't like it.
Oh man.
Cause Z made him get the Rogue Company.
Oh shit.
You know, he didn't want to play, and he like, yo, pull up. He like, I don't know if I want to play. He like, nah, it's $15, bro. It's $15. He was like, all right, give me a sec. I'll be back.
And then he disappeared.
Person that cat for a system and don't even play none of
Nah,
that.
he played Road Company for a round or two.
Oh, so he came back. He did play. Oh, okay.
Yeah, cause
Okay.
he came back and Z like, yo.
I thought you were gonna say he disappeared. He never.
Nah, he left. We ran some
Yeah.
matches and then he came back and then Z was
Oh,
like, yo,
shit.
you gonna get it? $15. Cause he was like, I give you the bread, bro. Oh, I'll buy it if you need me to buy it for you. It's $15. You can just pay me back later. You know, cause he was like, you know, and he was like, all right. Like Road Company is fun though, but you know, it's actually it's weird because it plays like Uncharted. Like motherfuckers were saying Uncharted trash. Cause it does play like that, the rolling and all of that shit. It's just like Uncharted. Uncharted multiplayer was not bad. Like it was actually good.
I just saw a chocolate bar in here, and now it's gone.
But yeah, I get calls though, like to troubleshoot issues. So I just sometimes I remote. Most of the time I don't remote in because I know this shit. So I just walk him through the issue, and, like unless it's something that I actually have to like remote into their computer and do an actual work. Like I just walk him through a lot of stuff because it's like, you know, the longer you do this shit, it's just like just remember all of this shit off your head. Like,
Yeah,
so,
muscle
so
memory.
we don't
memory.
support Mac though. Because people be calling.
A lot of people don't support Macintosh though.
Banking companies don't support Mac. Like financial
everybody
companies.
don't. They used to back in the day, but Mac got too
Yeah.
expensive.
Right. Financial companies don't really support Mac because of Apple. Due to the fact that a lot of banks have internal applications,
What's
right, that
caught
they
your eye?
use. Problem with Mac, a lot of time is that when you buy these PCs, you gotta connect. And the problem is that it's Apple themselves. Like Apple is very like hands on with the, it's like we want to know what kind of application, what's going on, type shit. So it's kind of like hard, like when it comes to dealing with Apple. That's why a lot of banks normally stay. And it's for a lot of banks, it's easier to use Windows too, right? Because the majority of things are compatible with Windows. A lot of things are compatible with Windows. A lot of applications that some banks use, they've been using it for ages. So they don't want to like try to like put that shit on Mac. Like, and besides, nobody really uses Mac when it comes to like fucking when it comes to stocks and shit. Like, I mean,
Only people
when I
that
work,
really use Mac really is like
Creators, like
white
creators.
bitches who love Apple so much and don't know nothing
yeah,
about it.
but
They just like
if you even if you love Mac, you cannot work in the banking like for a bank because
Right.
banks don't use Mac for like when it comes to trading and all of that. Because I used to work on the trading floor,
Lot of
like
folks
I
like
used to do
that.
support for traders. They'll never use Mac, like
Mhm.
some would have, some would probably have like a personal Mac, or a bank may give them like a laptop. But as for like a work in the bank, you're not really gonna see Mac like that unless for something else. Like when it comes to trading, like yeah, because people be having like 4, 5, 8 monitors and shit. Like I used to do all of that, like cluster monitor, like using cluster like to like take two PCs, like put them, combine it together, and make it into one central PC, and then connect like fucking 10 different monitors to that shit. Like I was like,
Yeah.
man, I quit. I had to leave that job, bro, because all that labor shit. I was like, bro, no, I'm not doing this shit. Cause I gotta build a whole PC, like migrate the files and everything, the work application, and then by myself I gotta set up 10 monitors, bro. And some of these monitors weren't even light. We're talking about like some of them will have like wanted like a 30-inch screen, bro. Think about that shit. Some of them have 30-inch. Some even have like 40-inch. They got like a big ass TV. You gotta install that shit in their office. I'm
That's
like, bro,
popular.
you bugging the fuck out. Like, yeah, if you do IT, man, working for a bank, like trading, is difficult as fuck, bro. Gotta be ready for that type of shit.
Mm. That would be something for me to keep in mind.
Yeah, I mean, if it pays, do it, right? If you need the experience, do it. Tell people like, right, experience matters. In IT, like experience matters. But I just couldn't keep doing that. Like it was just, over time it becomes taxing. Like if you just constantly doing that, especially during the reason why I couldn't do it because during migration period, holy shit, man, bro. I mean, imagine if you work for a bank, talking about thousands of users, hundreds.
Yours.
And if they migrate and you gotta migrate everybody to Windows 10, or you give somebody a monitor, then they'll be like, "Oh, that monitor looks nice. I want one." And then you probably gonna end up migrating the whole department and shit.
Fine.
All right.
Yeah, I was like, nah, bro, I'm good.
Hmm.
What are you studying, Lavon?
Systems admin specialist.
You said system admin?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. It's not bad. Yeah, that's good though, because you get a lot of like administrative privilege and shit. Even for like setting up mails and like, but majority of things I remember I used to do was I worked with like Office 365 a lot, like setting up email accounts and all of that shit. Like I used to build like emails for people. I mean, I just stopped doing a lot of that shit because it's like.
You used Linux before, Manhattan? You used Linux? Linux.
No, it was Windows 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I've never really used Linux like machine. I have like, but
this
not really
here's-
big on it.
Like I've used Linux. Like I try to get into it, but those commands and all that crap, like I couldn't see myself converting using Linux as my main operating system.
Yeah, I don't really. Yeah, Linux is not for me. It's for some people though. Like, I mean, I don't know if Big uses Linux. Hey, Big.
Well, like the big IT people in your job, or?
I was talking to
Nah, we gotta. Well, I'm CLI, so the commands kind of look Linux-like, but they're not really that Linuxy. It's more, I'm in Juniper switches and Arista and Iris and which is CommScope and Cisco switches. So I'm using their CLI a lot.
Yeah.
I don't like coding.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
I fell out of coding, man. I fell out of that. And I don't have to deal with too many servers. We have some Unix servers,
Yeah.
But I'm far from that.
I remember I was actually studying coding. I was using Python. But
Mr. Feeney over there.
I learned some of it,
Gunsmith,
but I just
it's
never
never been
followed
the
up.
same
Honestly,
since he lost his son.
I just never followed
That's
through.
a damn shame.
Like Anaconda, Python, and shit. That was the first thing I was using, but I never followed through. But I just like stopped.
Coding would seem like an algebraic equation to me.
What's funny is that writing script, like,
That's
it wasn't.
it for now.
It really wasn't difficult. It wasn't difficult. Like seems difficult when you see it. Like if you see somebody doing it, it looks like, whoa, that's crazy. But the language is really not that hard to understand. Like it's really, I was surprised. I was like, this is not as hard as I used to look at it. Like, but I just never followed up. Honestly, that was just me. So I was just like, whoa, this is not bad actually. Like
it's just not my thing. It's not bad, but
yeah,
I don't.
me too.
If I miss a semicolon, the whole shit's fucked.
Such a clean, tidy store?
Yeah, that right. It's just that yeah. Cause I never followed through with it. Like,
dude, after I took my first C class, I knew this is cool, but nah, I'm good.
Yeah, I took C+ like since I was in high school.
Oh, really?
I took A+. Actually, it was A+ first, then a little bit of C+. I did some C+ in college though.
Damn.
Funny thing is that I ain't even graduate college with like anything in IT. I went to like a community school. I just got a degree in liberal arts. I'm gonna be honest with you, like. Cause at the time I didn't know what I wanted to do in college, so
you went to CUNY? You went to a CUNY or something?
Yeah,
a CUNY?
I went to a CUNY. I went to Kingsborough. Well, I went to City Tech first. It's in Brooklyn, and then and I went to it was trash because like that college was trash. It's a tech school, but it was garbage. I was trying to learn mechanical engineering, like, but then that shit didn't work out. And I left, and I went to. Well, I didn't leave. I actually did bad in college, because my professors was all foreigners, like they were like all foreigners, which was the worst thing. Like, so I kind of like got like a D, so I had to transfer to like a community school. Then I went and I studied like a liberal art. Like for IT, I took a program. Like I took a program that taught me IT. Then I got like my certification. Then I went on and got into this Google program, and I got my Network Plus. Google had this thing. What was it called? It was this online class that Google was doing for IT. Yeah, like you was getting certifications in multiple different things. Network was one of them that I got.
I think they still. Doing it, ain't they?
Yeah,
Fuck, man.
They still have it. Google still has it. They still have the. I forgot what it's called. Holy crap. Shoot. Coursera. Actually, that's what it's called. Coursera. Like they still have it. You can take the class. Like you can enroll. Like I would say Levon, you could enroll in it. It's called Coursera. See if you can't get in. Because Google still have it.
But hey, why you had to remind me that the day was dragging along, man? Damn, it's just 6:20.
I know, bro.
Yeah, I work late. I work the second shift. I'm 2 to 11. So,
god damn.
My lunch is coming up in about an hour though. So
I get off in another 2 hours, man.
So the only thing, I work in pretty much operations, right? So it's like the thankless job. Everything they don't bother me until shit break.
Right. So you good, man. Like you good. That's where sometimes I be thinking like, should I look?
I ain't that good. When shit break, it be a Chinese.
I know. Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, you're definitely right about that. When shit breaks, it breaks. Like shit, we had there was a maintenance going on yesterday, and the shit was supposed to be back up at 6 a.m. Right, from 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. The shit ended up going out the whole entire day.
You get your hands off! You brought hell down on yourself.
I was like, yo.
They'd have been beefing if that happened. Bro. Listen, they'd have been VPs because we're still going out for us, and we're internet. We're an ISP, man. That's thousands of people out.
Yeah.
It don't be our infrastructure too much because we got a lot of redundancy. It'd be somebody out there to cut a fiber, digging a hole, or some type of construction work, or some dummy that hit a pole and knock down the joints and cause all that stuff to come down.
The construction workers do some bullshit. We get a lot of outages here, like, because we have Spectrum. I don't know why, for the love of God. Every time, like, it's always just seems to be a lot of constructions around here.
Yeah. Spectrum is one of our main tools.
Like, Chase keeps the shit always goes out.
Whoa, now.
You think you got a lot of Spectrum alarms?
Seen things worse
We got alarms right now.
Like, yeah, man, that should be, because every time they do a construction around here, it should be out. And that should be affecting me, because I got Spectrum. Like, I'm like, god damn.
Hey, yo, Buck.
Yeah.
How much money you got in Red Dead?
Like 1,500.
Is it?
I'm streaming.
Yeah.
What you streaming?
Yeah, I'm streaming too. He knows I'm streaming, so.
Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Oh, that's his game.
Play that Spider-Man PS4.
Maybe he thinks that's garbage, Vaughn.
Hey, watch this video, bro.
What video?
Hold on, I gotta find a safe spot so I could quit the game, honestly.
Hey, Vaughn, what you think
Oh
about
my
the
god.
Avengers game?
What you say?
Thinking about the Avengers game.
It's cool, pretty good. Just that frame rate's terrible.
If you like dog shit.
Hey, that glitch should get you 25,000.
In pennies.
No, I'm talking about the Get Red Dead.
And guess what? What's his name? It's still gonna be like, we need more money, Arthur.
Wait, you want me to cheat?
It's not cheating, it's a
Oh,
single player
man.
game.
Yeah.
It's bad enough you guys spoiled the game for me already.
Here we
I would
go.
spoil it for you.
He said, Buck said they spoiling it for him.
Yeah. I'm the one playing the game, so I get to say what's a spoiler or not.
So you ain't gonna do that glitch to get the money?
Hold on, I gotta save.
You can buy what you want.
Since I gotta go, I gotta leave soon. Smoking that smoke.
Oh man.
Gang banging.
Oh man.
Might be a
That was like, yeah, that was like we were listening to the song.
But I don't know why he made that song, man. Totally
He made it for Vaughn. And
man.
Vaughn. Great. I got motherfuckers coming after me already. Where'd my fucking horse go? Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? Again?
Oh,
This horse
man.
just took off, bro.
Man, it don't matter how much money
These
you got.
horses
That
ain't
joint
loyal.
was actually- We gotta go to Tahiti, Arthur. Tahiti. The
No,
Red Dead was
not
too
those.
slow. That
Red
game's
Dead-
too slow.
Red Dead
Red
trash
Dead.
as fuck.
First one was great. The second one was just.
The story was bad. That's the problem. I mean, graphically it's nice, but I mean, it was just a big, beautiful, boring game. That's all
Yeah.
Red Dead.
I felt like it was just too repetitive. Like honestly, even for a big game, because you knew the whole entire goal of that game was one thing, like just literally to get money. Like, but the game is huge though. They got a lot of like exotic horses and that shit. It's like the first Red Dead, but I don't think it's still better than the first Red Dead though. Hey Buck, you didn't play the first Red Dead, have you?
I did.
It's in
I
Game.
didn't
Oh,
finish
you
it.
did. Game Pass though, I think. I actually like the first Red Dead though. But I think the second Red Dead is just like, I think people don't like it because they was like, it's just so much shit to do. Fishing, like all of that shit. You could skate animals and take the. I never really.
I mean, to be honest with, there's a difference between having a lot to do and having too much to do. It's kind of like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, like the DLCs.
I'm
as well.
saying.
The Odyssey is trash to me, but even though
It
I like
is.
the game, but
Origin, I
Sans-
like Origin better. I don't care what nobody
Right.
say.
Origins is better than Odyssey.
Odyssey is just. I be telling Parker, it's mad repetitive, and then they know the game is so repetitive that they forces you to do the side mission just so you can do the main mission, because they know damn well that those side missions are mad repetitive. Like it's just like a bunch of like shit padded out. Like